And
Oh,
none of
would
us
you
will
look?
be expecting it.
No, wouldn't be expecting a thing. Hello, I remembered to unmute you guys today. Hooray!
What? That's
And
not how
yesterday's-
this goes, Chris.
I'm professional. I'm professional.
Maybe we
Also,
don't
it's-
speak now.
Yeah. Now it's just going to be me in a call with 5 other people, all being
Sitting
silent.
silently. Silently
getting ice-
drawing.
Bear's getting ice cream. Just thought I'd point that out so that
just
everyone can be jealous.
I want ice cream.
I know.
Bears can't eat ice cream.
You have to give it to Miss. Miss is a goblin and therefore can eat ice cream.
Yes.
And
Goblins
the
can eat
tub it comes in.
You've done it. I'm getting ice cream. That's it. This is your fault.
Go get ice cream.
ice cream. Whoosh. Here we are. Welcome to. Why does OBS do that? That's weird. Welcome to the Demon Cat Emporium.
Welcome to the Demon Cat Emporium.
It's the Demon Cat Emporium. May this one take your coat?
No,
Very-
probably not.
I mean, it can take your coat. Who knows where it'll be afterwards? Good luck finding your coat
You
again.
can
Good
trust
point.
them. They're
You
a
could
bean.
look at their face. That's a face you can trust.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, trust
Once.
to take your coat.
Yeah. So as usual, we had a long and arduous discussion over what we're going to be doing this stream. It took several days,
Mm-hmm.
but we eventually hammered it out by Chib rolling a dice,
Yes.
and
And then miscounting.
then miscounting, but also suggesting one of the things I was suggesting while they were rolling the dice. So it kind of worked out. Potential. Oh no! They have turned.
They have turned.
They have turned.
Oh. Now you can no longer trust them with your
Now you
cards.
can't trust them.
That's incredible.
Yes, there are 6. With the 6 peoples, we have the Christy, the Chib, the Miss, the Lewis, the Ragdoll, and the me.
Yay.
Lewis is here
Many-
to eat ice cream.
Yeah.
Well, it's a Aldi own brand. Sorry, no, a nondescript own brand. Chocolate ice and nut cone.
Oh,
Oh.
that sounds amazing.
I was going to say, you're a danger of Miss invading your house. You
Not
describe it
not
any
allowed to
further
say
than
the,
that.
I'm not allowed to say the actual name.
Oh yeah, no product placement allowed on my stream. I am under the Advertising Standards Authority remit
Mm.
of no product placement.
I'm drawing on an iPad.
I'm eating
And
a
for-
discount cornetto.
And I'm drinking a refreshing can of Diet Coke. But anyway. Anyone else got any other products? I'm using a Wacom, I guess.
I drove a C5 Sinclair to work today.
Ostentatious. So yeah, we've got a random demon generator. That's what we're doing. If you hadn't already guessed by this wonderful array. I did share the generator, so we've all got the same one.
Yes, it's
Oh,
in the
I should
Hangout chat.
Open
yes.
that, shouldn't I?
Yeah,
If you want to.
It's English as a second language nightmare.
Yes, I have read it also. Just, oh no.
Regrets?
Just a little bit.
Yeah,
but
it
it's
makes
gonna
like
be
a
fun.
huge paragraph of stuff.
Yeah.
I
As a,
I am willing to say we use the general consensus of random generators sometimes give nonsense. Use it as more of a
yeah.
idea jumping
Yeah.
off
If the-
point, and if stuff needs to get ignored, ignore it.
As
True.
per always.
It's more of a
Mhm.
guideline.
Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, who wants to doodle?
Chibi.
I can doodle.
I can doodle.
Crispy.
Someone else. Someone
Well,
else.
Apparently, I was volunteered.
Well, Christy also said yeah, but
That's
Oh,
why I
fight.
have it to be.
oh, we've I don't. Where's we got? Has anyone got a D6?
We're gonna have to have a draw off.
A dwarf.
A draw.
Dwarf.
I mean, I actually do have some D6s on hand because I've got my box of fancy dice over here.
Aye.
to the
Oh, yeah,
left.
I've got some dice beside
I
me.
rolled a 5.
Yeah.
5. That's you.
I rolled a... I rolled a 3, I swear.
That's Chib. Oh, what a coincidence.
Oh,
Also,
what a coincidence.
I've entirely forgotten how to navigate this website.
That's fair. Yeah. Who do you want the prompt from?
Hmm.
Okay. Do you want the prompt from me or Miss?
Miss.
Miss. Fantastic.
Oh no, wait. Oh, this is so much words.
There's a lot of words in this
Okay.
description. Right.
Oh, right. a shriek in the smoke, a crackle of thunder, and suddenly you're confronted with a nauseating organism of ash and grime. 4 cold eyes stare at you with an ominous horror, and another shriek echoes from its cavernous mouth in eerie joy. Spiky tendrils adorn its gnarled head, which itself is crackling with intense heat from within.
Ooh,
The smell of death escapes the creature's broad nostrils set within a stubby nose.
it's
Its
a
gnarled
jack-o'-lantern.
head sits atop a thin, stringy body. Spikes cover its shoulders, but you don't wish to find out the probably horrifying specifics. The creature advances towards you. Its 2 legs gracelessly carry its fiery body with a maniacal energy. 2 bat-like wings extend themselves fully. Visible bones and see-through membranes stretch upwards and side by side. You can see the creature look beyond you. It barely acknowledges your existence. Anyway.
That's how rude.
My ice cream's a lot less appetizing now.
Oh, don't you like
So-
sinewy bones and
Ash and grime, 4 cold eyes,
Right.
a cavernous mouth.
the cavernous? It, wasn't the cavernous mouth smiling or something?
Yeah, in eerie joy.
Yeah, eerie joy.
Uh,
I remember thinking a big happy mouth.
Yeah.
Like Golbat.
So you could start there if you want.
Start with Golbat
With
and work
that
your way out.
nose.
Spiky tendrils on a gnarled head.
Gnarled
Spiky
head.
tendrils on a
Like a
gnarled
like
head.
a dog's chew toy, or
Yeah.
I gotta
What a
say,
horrifying sight to
your
behold.
accent really added to it.
it's great. It's lovely. I want more.
Trying to
I need you to
enunciate.
narrate a horror story to me now. I think
Can you
you'd
just
be
like-
great at it.
Clear.
Can you do all the prompts today? That'd be
Oh
great.
no, blush don't.
Right. Face.
Get Lewis to do it in his pirate voice.
What?
4 eyes.
But mid, oh, I forgot to point this out, but mid description, Bear did just say, "It's me." So,
I mean, true. They're often complaining about their 4 eyes and their gnarled head and their
Mm.
tendrils.
spiky tendril,
Spiky tendrils.
resisting the
Right.
urge to talk about Elden Ring. Arrgh.
No Elden Ring.
Spiky
Elden
tendrils are
Ring
a thing.
Has
Moving on.
Spike in it.
Spike what? Spike
Big
Jones.
CGI'd Spike. Is that not his
Uh,
name? The puppy? Oh no, it's not Spike.
Spike.
I don't
Is it?
know. What's the name of the dog? The wee puppy. The gremlin puppy.
In
Scooby Doo. Sorry, I should have not.
Oh,
I'm just like in Elden Ring. No, keep up with me.
Scrap-
My brain is there. Come on.
Scrappy Doo.
Scrappy Doo, that's it. Big CGI'd Scrappy Doos in Elden Ring.
I love
Spike.
the Scooby-Doo movie.
Spike is from Tom and Jerry, right?
Probably.
I think
Yeah.
that's the name of the dog.
Buffy.
Was he
I
a
mean,
dog?
that's a different
Nope.
Spike.
Chibi
But
then
also,
got
it
a,
would be very funny to just swap the two and see what happens.
Chibi
Hey,
then
demon.
got a stubby nose.
Stubby nose.
That
Long
helps.
ears, stubby nose.
That looks
Yes.
stubby.
Yeah, no stubby nose.
Have any of you had Grom ice cream? Is that a reference to Wallet and Gromit? Wallet and Gromis?
Wallet and Gromit.
Wallet and Gromis.
Wallet and
London,
Gromit.
apparently.
My knockoff.
Uh,
My
One of
knockoff
those-
thing about a man and his wallet.
Il
One
gelato
of those
cocktail.
ice creams on a stick that has the face of some IP on it that's all melty and
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, Wallace and
Um,
Gromit would be perfect for that.
I can absolutely imagine a melted Wallace and Gromit
Oh, there
ice cream.
must have been Wallace and Gromit ice cream.
probably. Does Wallet and what? Now I'm doing it.
Wallet and Gromit.
Wallace and Gromit cookies. So ice cream is not too far from that. He said he
don't-
was happy. Just
Is
I
it-
don't
happy to see
immediately
you.
see any ice cream. However, I found a concerning image.
Oh, good?
Oh no.
Question mark. Yeah, that was
Yeah,
from the
yeah. Mhm.
Right. Yes.
It's an ice cream. It's an ice cream.
It's an ice cream.
Not an ice cream.
It's an ice cream. It was an ice cream when we played the game. It's still an ice cream now.
So much Gromit's ice cream I have an issue with.
It's an ice cream. They're both ice creams.
Oh, there's a Wallace and Gromit ice lolly molds.
Oh. So you can make them any horrifying combination of colours you like.
Mm.
I found bowls of Grom.
You found what?
Well, like little tubs. They look like the sort of tubs of ice cream that you get in a not a cinema, theatre.
Is that suggesting you fill those with Angel Delight?
That looks like Angel Delight, doesn't it?
I don't want to eat Angel Delight. It's Ming.
Why no? Angel
I love
Delight's
Angel Delight.
75% of my
No.
childhood.
No. Mm-mm.
It's so good. It's mildly radioactive.
No. Bad mouth feel. Don't like it.
The pink one's slightly radioactive from the color. The chocolate one is
Oh,
just
that's-
chocolate sludge. Sometimes you just need sludge in your life.
Oh, that's Sorry, I misread the Wallace one on the right as being two massive feet.
So did I. I was always going to speed up.
Wallace feet.
Rabbit.
Wallace feet pics available now on OnlyFans. Something cheese.
You doing all right, Cheap?
Something mouth cavern is what you're
Cavernous
saying.
Cavernous.
mouth in an eerie grin.
Eerie grin.
Eerie grin.
Cavernous
Yeah,
mouth
the-
in eerie joy.
Eerie
Like Chris said,
joy.
it's Golbat.
Golbat.
Yeah. You're
Start with
drawing a
Golbat
Pokemon.
and add tendrils.
Well, we're going big mouth, so yeah.
Yeah, big mouth.
That is big mouth.
Big mouth. It kind of actually looks like it's a helmet, and that's where the
Oh.
face goes.
Like if I just like.
Oh god, yeah, those fantasy helmets that just look
That's
like
the actual demon.
This 8-foot monstrosity lumbers up to you and then just like, hi.
All it needs is like
Hello.
a line of his teeth for a big smile, kind of like Joker style. It's-
Tendrils.
Yeah.
Right.
Only
Spiky. Spiky 10 drills.
10. Only 10 drills.
they're
This is the
they're
demon of
really into
DIY.
doing handiwork.
Yeah.
Right.
And it smells of death.
Like
I don't know how you call
DIY.
it.
What exactly are tendrils?
Like tentacles,
Wiggly
kind of.
woos?
Yeah, wiggly. Like
Wiggly
Yeah.
woos.
they're not really tentacles. I think are thicker, but tendrils are kind of.
So thin tentacles, but spiky.
My description was
but-
like 80% hand movements, and I know that's not useful.
Yeah, I wiggled my fingers as well. I was like, wigglies.
You've got no tendrils. You've got to.
Like this.
Like thin tentacles, but spiky.
Spiky.
It's
When
a
I
demon. We
Googled
can make it
tendril-
work.
Yeah.
Jellyfish, jellyfish.
Alright. I need
Jellyfish.
to
Yeah.
move you down. a little bit.
What is the difference between ice cream and gelato?
One is Italian.
Yeah, me too.
Good to know. Well, I prefer ice cream because it's closer. I'm not traveling
no,
into
I think
Italy.
that's literally the difference. Like one is Italian recipe.
Right.
Like like how it's only champagne when it's from the region of Champagne, kind of. But with
but-
Italy.
Bear says air. I don't know if that means it's like.
It's
it's a mousse?
35% air.
I
Oh.
prefer,
So basically, it's been
So
whipped up more.
So it's worse value. You're not getting enough. You're not getting as much ice cream. This is a terrible idea. Also, hi, Frame Man. Why are you here?
It says it has a higher proportion of milk and a lower proportion of cream and eggs.
Mm.
So it's more milky. Healthier?
More
question
milky,
mark?
less cream.
Yes.
Unfortunately, it's whole milk, so it sort of balances it out.
I'm not trying to draw on a hidden layer, Aggie. Stop. Whatever.
Frame.
iPad juice.
Frame Man's here. They're being annoying.
I didn't want to say anything.
Frame Man. Stop it.
This is gonna take a while.
Sorry about the frame drops, everyone.
How dare you, Chris? I thought you were professional.
Why
It's
is my
not. It's
internet
the
dead?
demon it's the demon that Chibi's drawn.
Uh,
Oh no! It died. On my end, anyway.
oh,
Oh.
uh,
What?
but,
Chris!
what? Yes.
Stop it. I'm already confused enough, okay?
I think Frame Man's gone now. I think it's settled down.
Chibi drew a demon. And
There's
it
the
ate
demon.
the stream
It ate the stream with its big old mouth.
with its cavernous death
hungry.
mouth. I like that it has no teeth.
Yeah.
Yes, old demon.
Yeah, it's just gonna gum you.
I'm a
Gonna
demon.
sook on your arm for a while.
I was gonna give it teeth, and then I got distracted by tendrils, so...
I am
Once
picturing
more.
it like in the morning with these tendrils and rollers. They're just wearing like a
Yes.
big robe.
Oh god, my grandma does that. Just
Yes.
puts her hair up in the rollers
Your
because
grandma
her
puts
hair
her-
is she's 90 years old and her hair has been thinning for 30 years. So she's
Aw.
got to do something to give it volume.
Good for her.
I was gonna say, your grandma puts her tendrils in rollers.
Yes. What's the problem with that, Chris?
Yeah, what do you have against my grandma?
It's I'm not gonna.
What do you have against Ragnall's grandma, Chris?
It's that's fine.
Rollers is actually dope though. Like putting a scarf over your rollers, you just feel like
Oh yeah.
so retro.
I'm just thinking of Thora Hurd, and just like half the cast of Last of the Summer Wine.
Mm. Or most of the cast in EastEnders or Coronation Street or
Yeah, it feels like it's got more of a Coronation Street vibe, haven't? EastEnders makes me think of people in leopard print miniskirts shouting slag at each other.
That's more Hollyoaks.
Oh, right. Okay.
You slag.
Well, I'm glad everybody outside of England or Britain can appreciate these references.
I mean, I'm just fascinated.
You like my mother? Yes, I am. Anyway.
Yeah. The cultural touchstone that is EastEnders.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds like Langeland in Denmark.
Langeland?
Langeland, it means Long Island.
Mm.
Well, we're Googling.
Tappity tappity.
It's an island left by time and the police. And they
And the police.
Yeah, they don't bother going there. Legit.
Chibi, this is scary.
Yeah, it got scary like in 2 seconds.
Yeah,
no,
we
I
went
still-
for this grandma's gonna gum ya to
Yeah.
They
She
found their
put in her
dentist.
dentist
teeth.
nightmare.
Yeah.
Like you're afraid to go to the dentist. The dentist is afraid that this thing's gonna come in.
Mm.
This is what dentists fear.
Yeah, this is the demon of dentistry.
Those teeth are all wrong. You need braces for like 20 years.
I imagine they've got like a shark sort of thing of just like rows that keep going back.
Oh,
Of teeth.
probably.
And they keep getting bigger for each time they grow a new one. Like alligators.
Right. What else did you say, miss?
Thin, stringy body and spikes cover its shoulders.
Oh, I
Right.
love the ear.
We chose a prompt thing that's nice and quick, I think.
Yeah.
This week.
Yeah, this is not gonna go on forever, certainly.
I'm gonna draw a cube with a smile.
Cheap's doing a Karina for us.
I saw this as a little ear.
Oh.
I already forgot what you said for the body. I'm sorry, I promised to paying attention.
No,
Spiky
you're
shoulders.
fine. Thin and stringy.
Thin and stringy.
Cheese string.
Cheese.
Cheese wallet.
Just one
No.
little wallet there. Cheese.
You,
I don't want to know about cheese wallets, thank you.
that was
a cheese sticker.
didn't that happen when we met up? We were playing a game, and somebody said something. I can't remember what the prompt was, but my brain wanted to make a joke involving Wallace and Gromit, and I ended up just going, cheese! And that was it.
I vaguely remember that. I think it was with me. I do not remember the context.
When I meet you one day, you have to say that like every hour. Oh, it's cheese o'clock.
It's cheese o'clock.
It's cheese. Thin and stringy. Right.
It's 1:30 brie.
Is it not 30 minutes to brie?
That'll be 30 minutes to... I can't think of a cheese that rhymes with 4.
Roquefort.
Oh, yeah.
Hey.
Hey! Joke writing by committee. I like it.
Also, I don't know if it rhymes.
I
if it
mean,
ends
a
in the
lot of
same-
funny shows are written by committee, so it works out.
I'm not strictly speaking rhyming, as I'm just replacing the word with a word that has the same ending. So that works. That's good.
Chibi, you can't give it a buff chest.
It needs a teddy.
I'm sorry.
No,
I
you
thought
can't.
we
No.
Humans over here.
Cheap heard stringy, and I actually heard titty.
I was watching it come into creation. I was like, okay, hell yeah. Why not?
Listen, I went into this thinking, am I gonna have to warn people that this might become horny? I don't know.
I mean, to be fair, part of the reason why it looks so titty big is because the rest of it is just kind of like, you could fit this inside of a soda can.
Yeah.
suppose. I will not use any sort of anatomy in anything I'm given, just so you know.
That's
What are you
fine.
talking about?
That's solidarity with me.
Your opening doodle was as anatomically correct as it comes.
Yeah. We are all
And
in
now
fact
this one has
beanbags.
no organs.
You don't need
doesn't need
organs. It got
Well, it
Tibby.
doesn't need its own organs. It might
Yeah.
want your organs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You
And
might
there's a
want a
50%, even if it does have organs, there's a 50% chance the organs won't be in the body. It's a
Yeah.
demon.
Are they your organs?
It
They're-
might just keep them in a box.
I mean, its body is also described as fiery.
Fire.
That's pretty spicy, if you ask me.
It only eats spicy intestines.
It also
Some
barely
really spiced hot dogs.
I love how it's now a spicy demon that barely acknowledges your existence. It's like, oh.
It
It-
literally eats chili dogs. Sorry, I
Yeah,
have to say that.
it doesn't swipe right on you.
4
No.
eyes, and none of them are on me.
No, exactly. I just want them to notice me.
This is senpai.
Notice me, 4-eye.
No.
Do
Terrible.
we really want this to notice us?
No, thank you.
Some people like
This
that
feels
sort
like
of
the
thing.
kind of thing you don't want noticing you.
Reminds me of that Magic the Gathering card with the many skin folds and the
Ugh. Yeah.
Yeah.
that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he can eat me, but I know that with those teeth, it's going to have gum disease in a couple of years, so meh.
I get the last laugh.
Just a real winner.
It can eat me, but
That's
I'll
why
have
it
the
goes
last
to the
laugh as
dentist.
indigestion.
Well, I
That's why it
eat a
goes to
lot
the
of
dentist.
soup.
It's got other people's intestines stuck in its teeth.
Bear, stop judging us. Say us as part of your patron supporters.
Listen, as one of Bear's patron supporters, listen.
You drew Sloane and yeah.
And the sentence just stops there.
Yeah.
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 You don't need more.
You drew slow.
You drew Sloane. I was gonna say you know what you did, but I don't think you did at the time. It has
Why is
wings as
this
well,
soap?
Chibi.
What?
It has wings.
Oh, it has wings, right.
It does.
Ooh,
I don't know if that helps or if
indeed.
you wanted to stop. I don't think anyone would.
I mean, listen, at this rate, nobody else is gonna draw.
No, I'm not like trying to. I just thought maybe you'd be like, please stop giving me things to draw. I was gonna be like, also ignore me.
And another thing.
And another thing.
He has
Listen,
a
nobody
penchant-
wanted to draw this stream, right?
We're here for
Yes.
cheap drawing. They're going to
What else
render
could I
this.
go?
Yes.
Bat-like wings, visible bones. It has 2 legs, a fiery body.
And a partridge in a pear tree.
Ah. To be fair, you should have seen the length of the first one that came up. When I opened this, I was like, no. We're gonna click till it's shorter.
Well, random is random.
Yee.
Yes.
It was hot
Roll.
inside. I remember that.
How
There
is
was
it
a
your
f-
fault? Sorry. I just saw Bears getting.
Oh, right.
Bear's getting defensive in the chat.
It's your fault. You drew her.
Bear's getting defensive over the fact that he made a hot werewolf and people were into it.
We've all been through a lot. Maybe we want to be stepped on by a werewolf auntie.
And that's, you know.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Okay, Chibi, you just have to draw an anatomically correct bat wing now.
Yeah,
Like with
Easy.
visible bone structure. Yeah, super easy.
I know how wings work.
I know you didn't, Bear. That's what makes it funny.
Can you
I mean, the
copy
fun
paste
thing
this
is
program?
that wing anatomy is actually kind of weird compared to every other kind of wing anatomy.
Because the hand.
It's
isn't it?
hands.
It's just hand, but wing.
It's enthusiastic jazz hands, and they fly.
Yeah, other except for insects with true wings, because there's a distinction between what you think of what most people think of as wing and then a true wing. Yeah, it's most birds the wing is arm, and then with bats the wing is hand.
Mm.
So
I
birds have
don't
no
know how
hands?
wings work.
It's a demon.
It's fine. It's fine, everyone. It's fine.
Copy paste that shit.
I don't know how to continue this.
You don't have. This is amazing.
Just light it on fire, and then we can call it done.
Just
Yeah.
Everything else is just covered by foreground fire.
I mean, it never said anything about its arms, so you can do what you like.
yeah, I'll sure do something probably.
Its wings are the hands anyway.
Yeah, these are something else.
It's like the zombie from Dead Island.
That
With
zombie.
the little nubby bones.
Oh, chicken
To-
drumsticks.
Chicken.
Yeah.
Do a stab.
Just ended like like this.
Yeah.
I don't know what people did in Twilight Bear. I stayed away
Why are
from
people talking about Twilight in this stream?
because we were mentioning werewolves.
How dare you?
Oh, they were just big doggos.
I didn't consume that media, so nor did I care to fight to
I
death
wouldn't
over
recommend it.
sparkly boys.
Yeah. It's
I
very
wouldn't recommend
problematic.
it
Battle
partially
of the
because the
media.
author is very Mormon, and it's
Oh.
very obvious when you read her work.
No.
Oh, I want to read them. I have them.
Was-
Kiro.
There's a Kiro. Hello. Welcome to Demon.
Yeah, I'm the
We're-
only one drawing the stream with this.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is the Cheap Draw stream.
I'm so sorry. I'm thinking so much.
At some point,
No,
We're
it's
also
cool.
trying to figure out if Chris is Team Edward or Team Jacob.
Yes.
Good morning, Kiro.
Chris,
It's,
at what point
yeah.
are you going to start paying wages? Keep
Bye.
doing all this drawing.
Anyway, that's the end of the stream.
I bet you don't even offer dental.
Not with that demon, no. Yay, fiery hoof hands.
Hello, hello, hello.
That's a cardiac song, isn't it?
You are rendering.
No, it's just for fire. Don't worry.
That's fine. If you just start the sentence with "it's just for," then everything's excused.
I know, right?
It's just for the body. Don't worry about it. It's just for the picture.
Okay, I
It's
just
just
need to do a background to like give them like
Yeah.
scale and setting and
It's context. It's important. It's just for the rest of the stream. Don't worry about it.
and then I need to do like a camera turn to show the person that they're not looking at and how they're reacting.
Yeah. In fact, it talked about how it moved, so I need to do a quick storyboard.
Shut up.
No,
I'm not turning into Chris.
How dare you? How dare you be so correct?
Mostly because I don't have.
Kiro's calling you out.
How dare you be so correct? We're not calling this doing a Chris.
I mean, listen. If the shoe fits, you know.
Ooh.
My feet are too wide. It won't fit. Don't worry.
I mean, I won't fit in anyone's shoes, but you know. Legs, presumably.
I mean, it's a demon, so that's a lot to presume.
It is.
I think you mentioned legs, right?
2 of them, yeah.
So yeah, there we go.
Only 2.
Only 2, right.
Which
Only 2.
Grace
These
looks like
are
Harriet's
arms.
body. Okay, those are arms. Oh, it's Sephiroth.
What?
What?
A 1 wing.
Oh
and this
yes,
is
I should have
fallen angel.
recognized.
Listen, I was gonna do a second wing. I just haven't gotten to it yet. I keep getting distracted.
No, I like this.
I do like
this
how
1 wing.
Sephiroth's got this sort of one-winged angel whole situation. Because in the last form it's like got its torso and then behind that's a big old wing, but only 1. Despite the fact it's also got like 4 underneath. So it's technically a
What?
5-winged angel.
What?
It's got that whole sort of 6-wing thing, but one of them's missing where you would expect there to be wings. So it's just like 1 there. Actually, no, there isn't 1 there. It's an arm, I think.
I feel like I need to cover this up.
Isn't it? One of the arms is a wing? It's got bird wing, not a bat wing.
Yeah, his final boss form just looks weird.
It's strange.
I mean, the sort of iconic idea of Sephiroth's form that most people are cognizant of is more from the movie. In that case, yes, he does have just 1 wing.
Why are people more cognizant of the movie? I don't remember anything about that movie.
Was a movie?
Yeah, Advent
Yeah,
Children.
there was a movie.
I don't
I
remember
wouldn't
anything
recommend
about.
watching it, especially if you're not very familiar with the game.
Yeah, if you don't know anything about
just...
the game, you'll be completely lost.
Yeah, I mean, even if you do know a few things out of the game, you're going to be fairly lost. It's a lot of noise. It's a lot of pretty noise.
There's a lot of scenes set to music with connecting components occasionally.
It was really spooky when the head moved, Chip.
Sorry.
What do you mean? The head didn't move? Did it move on your screen? Very pretty. Oh yeah, the film looked very good. Cannot fault the animators or CG artists on that one.
We will, however, fault the writers.
Yep.
But seeing as how Final Fantasy writing usually goes, I don't know how much fault can be laid at any particular point.
Okay, so I slightly misremembered the final form of old Sephiroth.
Fake
How
fan.
dare you?
Safer Sephiroth is the final form. It actually has 6 wings below and 1 wing as an arm. So it's 7-winged angel. In fact, the 1 wing that's being referred to is not an angel wing. That's the only one that isn't. So
I don't like it.
bit weird. It's supposed to be sort of like a lot of the games, sort of slightly biological horror-esque.
Anyway, this is the demon. I'm sorry I took so long.
Speaking of biological horror, thank
So
you,
this
Kira.
is just going to be a casual 6-hour-long stream.
Yeah, everyone gets an hour. What's the name?
You're fine. This is badass. I like it.
What are they called?
I
I'm
don't
gonna
know.
say Keith.
Sure. This is
I mean,
Keith from
it could
Tinder.
be that its name isn't really pronounceable.
Yeah, the closest approximation is Keith.
Yes, he's on Tinder, and I cannot remember whether it's swipe left or swipe right.
You swipe in the 4th dimension for this one, I think.
Yes, but he doesn't swipe for you. Just
No.
ignores you. Anyway.
Yay! Look at him, look at good old Keith.
Someone else draw.
Claps, yeah. What are we going up or down the list?
Yes.
That wasn't a yes or no question.
It was now.
Kiro, up or down? Now we have to wait for stream delay. This was a bad idea. Kira's gone to get a drink. This is a bad idea. Where's that coin? Someone got a
Bear,
coin?
up or down?
Bear, up or down? Someone! Sephiroth! Up. Kira says up. That means I've got a draw. Right. That's good, because that means we can leave Miss for last, and that's going to be cool.
Oh,
Yeah.
no,
End on
it's
a high.
not.
That'd be great.
What? 10,
Right,
11,
Chib.
12. It'll be 1 in the morning by then. Or 2.
Okay.
Give me a demonstration.
Right. A sparkle in the blackness, a ring of ears, and suddenly you're eye to eye with a fearsome being of thunder and death. 6
Ring.
frantic eyes stare at you with a paralyzing ferocity, and another sparkle explodes from its concave mouth in pure agony. Dark tendrils adorns its lank head, which itself has a
Oh, nice.
perpetual grin.
Oh, they're all happy.
They're grinning, but they're also in agony, remember?
They like agony.
A quick snort escapes the creature's forked nostrils, set within a drooping nose.
Forked nostrils?
So
Yes.
Well, there's like food stuck in them, or?
I don't know. Its lank head sits atop a slim, stringy body. Again, a constant shadowy veil dangles around its torso. Who knows what the story behind this is? The creature strides towards you. Its 4 legs smoothly carry its wicked body with a grim energy. A tentacle-like tail wriggles behind it. Each movement scrapes the floor beneath it. Bored, the creature moves onward, ignoring you completely.
How many eyes?
No,
6?
overly stuff. It's
6 eyes, yes.
6
6
eyes, okay.
frantic eyes who stare at you with a paralyzing ferocity.
And a concave mouth as opposed to a convex mouth.
Yeah, I'm trying to work out
I
how
was
that works. My assumption is like sort of. I guess that makes sense. Sort of. It's very light sketching, but we'll get there.
I mean, also it's a demon, so it doesn't necessarily have to make sense. You could make some AI-generated monstrosity.
Oh yeah, give it 7 fingers.
Also, when I misheard the first sentence as you saying a ring of ears, and I imagined like the biblically accurate angels are like a ring of eyes. It's the same thing but ears.
Oh no! That's horrid.
I mean, I could add that to this. Yeah, let me just get the sketch sorted, and then I can draw in a color that's visible. The 6 frantic eyes. Sparkle explodes from its mouth. That's a weird thing to happen.
Kind of my
In pure agony.
Well, someone's in agony at the moment. I'm not sure if it's the creature. Probably Chris.
Why not both? Like tendrils adorn the lank head. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Which itself has a perpetual grin.
Of course.
You know, that's perfectly normal sentence.
The grin has a grin.
It is a grin. It has a grin.
It is the burger. It likes the
It's like
burger.
a pet, but with grinning.
Shadowy veil. It's got a veil dangling around its torso. I'm not entirely sure this thing has a torso from the way I've drawn it.
I mean, it's supposed to. There's a constant shadowy veil dangling around it. It also has 4 legs.
Yeah, I've got that bit sorted. That's fine.
Okay.
It's a My Little Pony.
That was not the intention, but
I mean,
Are you sure?
We're still doing that, right?
What ponies are you looking at?
My Little One.
Link to forum.
No.
Friendship is magic, but the magic is Satan? I don't know.
Friendship is Satan.
This
I
is
mean,
giving
Satan
me.
is pretty wholesome.
This is giving me big 90s vibes. I don't know why.
Oh yeah, I remember
Like
when
the
this.
cartoon style. Sort of. I don't know. Just feeling very.
I see
Ah
it,
yes,
like,
the era of Mr. Blobby. I understand what you mean.
Yeah, Blobby. Real monsters.
Okay, let's sure.
I don't know.
No. I meant sure as in like I've stopped sketching now. That was not a sure
Oh.
to you.
it's like
Thought you were
real monsters mixed with cow and chicken.
Yes.
I see. It's got a bit of a sort of. Who were the people who made like Ren and Stimpy and that?
I don't know.
Stimpy, idiot.
Oh no.
Yeah, I don't know who made that show. I'm only sort of vaguely aware of it. Partially
Yeah.
because as a kid I just looked at it and went, this is gross. I'm gonna watch something else.
Same.
We didn't have it here, I don't think.
John.
Now, granted, there are
She-
some shows that I looked at
Hughes?
as a kid and went, this is gross. I'm gonna watch something else. And then later on I go, okay, I can appreciate this more now. But no, to me, Ren and Stimpy still just looks gross.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's the deliberate part of the appeal. It's like, oh, a cartoon that's gross.
Yeah,
weird.
I think that was done on purpose, but that doesn't make me want to watch it
Oh
anymore.
yeah. There's a lot of things done on purpose that I don't want to be part of.
Yeah.
With purpose does not make it good. It just makes it purposeful. Losing the name.
And purposefully gross cartoons was not for me.
No.
I think I've only seen commercials of it when I was a youth, and I went like, this looks disgusting. Like, even just generally, like, character. I am not a fan of, like, oh, this cartoon is gross or for adults, so it must be ugly. That's. I'm not a fan of that craze or phase or whatever.
That's been a thing, and to a certain extent is still a thing, and I don't like it.
No.
Though that's changing in Western. I say Western, mostly U.S. animation. There have been at least some where it's like, okay, this is better. The big one that one of the ones I can think of is actually the oh, why did their name just escape me? The D&D one on Amazon.
Vox Machina?
Yeah, the Critical Role one.
Yes, that one. That one is actually animated nicely. Like, the only thing looking at it where it's got sort of the gross out factor is the first episode maybe hammers it in a little too hard that, hey, this is a show for adults. Don't sit your kids in front of this.
What oh hey, let's have, what is it? What happens in season 1? It's just like, oh yeah, someone melts straight away.
Okay.
That is not where I
Yeah.
thought that was going to go.
No,
No.
me either.
What?
Yeah.
Or like,
And I
oh
mean, it's
no,
not like
they make fun of Lord of the Rings and someone is instantly crushed by a rock, then decapitated, then burnt to ashes.
Yeah, like I said,
Bad
they
day.
go a little too hard in that first episode with the this is not a kid-friendly fantasy cartoon. Don't sit your kids in front of this. But from what I've seen, it sort of doesn't go quite that hard with the rest of the episodes. I think they just did it in the first episode so they wouldn't get like angry parents calling in 5 episodes in.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Who's been
Parrots
drawing
do
white?
parrots.
Yeah,
Parents
it's white.
do own Google, right?
Look at that.
The parrots
mean-
out of Google.
Who's been drawing in white?
Somebody's been
Yeah,
drawing in white.
naughty
Look,
Beggars.
there's white.
Was
Yes.
that me by accident?
Scary.
Lewis.
Listen, I don't know your strange drawing websites.
That's right. Neither do we really. So,
I keep accidentally making the whole page blue.
Yeah.
It happens.
I've done that. I've done it less now that the fill bucket and the eraser look a little bit more distinct, but there have been many a stream where it's like, and now suddenly the entire page is red.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Just suddenly jump scare. Jump
Isn't it-
scare of hell.
it's not so bad that it's when it's blue. It's the red that's the.
Yeah. The red is like really like vibrant, so it's just kind of like, oh, we're in hell now. What?
Yeah, there's been
What
times where
happened?
I've had like this drawing stream on in the background and I'm doodling away and then it's just like from the corner of my eyes just this ominous red glow and I'm like, what's going on?
We're just
My-
summoning
My
demons.
laptop's died.
Martin Seinfeld or something. What's that red glow in there, Kramer?
Go into the upside down for a bit. It's fine.
Ooh.
Worry
Has
about
anyone
it.
seen that randomly generated Seinfeld Twitch channel?
No.
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 They got an AI basically to just infinitely write a script for a Seinfeld thing, and it's just running constantly on Twitch, and it's bizarre, as you would
I can
expect.
imagine.
And I don't know anything about Seinfeld, right?
Mhm.
So I've never seen a Seinfeld. Not entirely sure what one is.
I've never seen a Seinfeld, but it is one of those things where, like, through Tumblr osmosis, I know what an episode of Seinfeld is supposed to look like,
Yeah.
which is just very strange.
I do not know what a Seinfeld is. I've heard
It
of it. But I don't know.
was an American sitcom from like the 90s.
Yeah.
Ah, so it looked like Ren and
Oh,
Stimpy.
the voice of Jerry Seinfeld, Dorothy makes fun of a lot. What's the deal?
Mm.
Kind of thing.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
yeah,
I've
he's
heard
got
that. Yeah.
He's got a very distinctive cadence that is very easy to mimic.
And the main guy was also responsible for the Bee movie.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
You know, just
Which was
Yeah,
also
that-
randomly
that was-
if you
generated.
want to
No
know
one
what's
gets
facts.
It's the fucking you like jazz guy. Oh.
Yeah, where
Oh,
the bee
God,
marries the
that-
human.
Reminds
Yeah,
me. So
yeah.
we've got an environmental
what happens?
science program where I work, and I sat in on one class a couple weeks ago because they had a guest speaker in because the instructor was like, "Hey, I know this person who actually works in this field and has worked in this field in multiple avenues for both government and private company stuff, so I'm going to have them come in and talk to my students." And so they did the thing at the start where it's like, well, I want to get to know a couple people here, so like what got you interested into environmental science? And one student said the Bee movie, and I'm just sitting there thinking, really? The Bee movie?
The Bee
What?
movie of all things.
The Bee movie of all things, the movie where a woman apparently has extramarital relationships with a bee.
They want to find their bee, Ragdoll. It's
She
romantic.
dumps her boyfriend for a bee.
Yeah, that lady is an actual demon.
Chris, I have a question about this demon.
Just one.
Yeah, just
Okay.
one. Do they have cat beans on the bottom of their feet?
I still had the idea of the cheese string in my head,
Oh, okay.
so I'm
I saw them as
imagining.
little paws.
My question was going to be like a cat's beans. Like we've chopped off little kitty feet and it's stuck to the bottom there.
Oh, it is a kitty.
It's a kitty. Look at it.
This is the one the adoption center brings out as the maybe this time someone will love it.
This is what Keith's cat looks like. They also have this on their Tinder profile. Look at my cute cat. If you don't like him, leave.
I mean,
It's a deal breaker, yeah.
it does move on, ignoring you completely. So
Yes, exactly, like a cat.
yeah.
Turns
I
out,
imagine the feet are like cheese strings you've cut twice with scissors.
cut twice with scissors.
Sorry,
I mean,
I got lost in imagining the feel of scissors going through a cheese string, and it's just I don't know how I feel about that.
It's fine.
Thinking like you make those little sausage octopi.
Oh, they're
Aw.
cute.
Mm.
And the
Yeah, just
bento
for-
boxes.
Mm.
What are you doing to that cat
Why,
foot?
why did you erase that?
Just for the sake of demonstration, for people who might not know what a cheese string is.
It's a banana.
But made out of cheese.
You also now need to draw the sunglasses, the surfboard, the skateboard, the whatever else the bloomin' thing had.
Yeah. Fucking commercial guy.
Hmm.
I know exactly what commercial you're talking about, and I
Yeah.
think that's pretty impressive considering we live in different countries.
It was the packaging as well. Just
Yeah,
for a while they had like the character on the front.
yeah.
All its different nonsense.
For some reason, it was just like this really rad cheese string, like just skateboarding.
I guess it's to
cheese string.
make kids more into eating cheese. It's like, hey kids, cheese is cool.
Cheese is a strong word to be using for that.
Yeah, I was gonna say I really don't know if it counts as cheese, but sure.
But
I'm gonna
they
put a
just
picture in.
I googled cheese string mascot, and for some reason I got the Pokemon Golden Go.
Nice.
Like
What?
the golden guy.
Oh yeah. That's what I thought when I first saw that Pokemon. I was like, oh, it's a cheese string thing.
They're the same.
They're the same. Yeah, give me gold or whatever.
Which I think is
Does it
much
have a
cuter in the
bill?
original form.
I quite like the 90s-ness of that Pokemon. Oops.
Mm-hmm. It is
wait.
very nice.
It was one of those ones where it's like, this isn't a Pokemon, but I it's rad.
Why is it wearing a belt?
Yeah, exactly.
For decency's sake, I don't know.
I mean, if anything, the belt makes it more indecent because now that's implying that it's like, oh, this is a thing that should be wearing clothes. But it's not.
I hate it.
It watched Final Fantasy.
Yeah, it was designed by that would have worked if I remember the name of the person who designed the Final Fantasy characters.
The
That's in
guy.
Nomura.
Nomura, that's the one.
It's not Steven, is it?
Steven.
Steven, yes.
I mean, if it had been designed by him, it would be just all belts.
It was designed by Tetsuya Steven.
Can I please just find a decent picture of the one I'm thinking of? Why are there so many rat cheese strings mascots? Why was this a thing?
Because cheese is rad. Jeeb.
No, it's not.
It is.
This is
It
the only one that I
unfortunately is.
can find, and it's awful quality, but this is what our one used to look like.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
But I cannot find a good
Hey,
picture
there
of
it
it.
Oh,
think
Christy, you're missing out on cheese strings.
I like the Danish one. I think it's cool.
It's Osterhaps, and it's always had that boy and dog as mascots. And it used to be in little round bags, kind of. And the commercial was really cute because it was like little logs. They had this commercial where they had a ton of these Osterhaps and used them as what's that way of transporting things where you have a bunch of logs or sticks and you move them along and then
Oh,
you
log
yeah.
rolling.
move the back one constantly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
How
really cute.
awful she.
Oh. What happened there?
I told
this-
you what happened.
If this isn't a damning indictment of the modern world, I don't know what is. Speaking of damning indictments, what did I just draw?
You drew a cat.
I drew a cat. This is the most accurate cat I've drawn on stream.
So yeah, they took away Mr. Cheese String's fuckboy energy, and I think it's a shame. I think it needs to be said out loud.
Oh, hang on. Sorry.
That
What are you
certainly
doing?
is a sentence.
Rawr.
It needs to be said.
We go a mew.
Rip to Mr. Cheese String. He deserves better.
Why do they always have happy dancing cows and cheese products? I don't get that.
I forgot about the sparkles.
Sparkles.
I mean, it's just one of those things, you know. It's a dairy product, so it has to have cows on it.
Like, that makes
Yeah,
more sense to me than like a happy pig on a bacon packet.
Yeah, that's also just like a fuck you to pigs.
Like the milk-based products, I can kind of understand. The ones that require slaughter is less so. You know?
Yeah, because with milk, you get better quality milk if the cows are like relaxed and happy versus being stressed and upset.
Neat.
Now, actually, if they're too stressed, you're not going to get any milk.
No.
I
Treat your cows right.
But then you pick them up and you wiggle them from left to right really rapidly, and you get milkshake.
Hey.
They with their
The
brown,
brown.
cows, get chocolate milk.
I was gonna say that. I was gonna say that. Anyway, this is Keith's cat. What was the name of yours? Was it Keith?
Yeah.
yeah, Keith.
Yeah, cool. This is Keith's cat. It has cheese strings for legs. Moving on. We move on to Christy, as I'm giving you a prompt.
Also, just to get back to cheese, but I got this really weird French dairy commercial on my Tumblr blog today, and I just need to share it. People can watch it later. It's fine. It's wild. I've watched it. It's wild.
Looking forward to it. I'll share a cheese commercial as well.
Everybody share your favorite cheese commercial.
Everyone. I mean, listen, there were a lot of dairy products when I was a kid, and they all featured cows. Between like La Vacherie and Paula, I've gotten enough like cows in my brain. That's really weird.
That's
Baby
right.
Bell had some pretty fucking earworm songs.
Did it?
Hmm?
I was going to say, did Baby Bell not have the
Oh, Baby Bell
singing
was also
cow?
a thing.
There was a laughing cow. That's
Laughing cow? That
Yeah,
was it.
that's That's La Vache qui rit, isn't it?
The laughing cow, as I think it's just called here.
We
Yeah, it is
use
here
it.
as
We say it as La Vache qui rit because we're
Demon,
fancy.
I don't know the word. Demon, Christy,
Yes.
Christy. You have the following: a crash in the nebula, a beat of a heart, and suddenly you're met with a frightening entity of death and hatred. It's a happy one. Two enraged eyes stare at you with a disturbing obsession, and another crash rages from its shrunken mouth. It's got a tiny mouth as it stares down at you. Two jagged horns adorn its blubbery head, which itself is cracked all over. A plume of shadow escapes the creature's sinuous nostrils set in within a sinewy nose. There's a lot of sinew going on, I guess. Its
A lot
blubbery
of
head.
sinew, but also it's blobby, I guess.
A blubbery, sinewy, cracked head. Work that out. Its blubbery head sits atop a lofty, inflated body. It's a balloon. Otherworldly faces bulge from its skin, probably remnants of an encounter with a different horrifying being. The creature advances towards you. Its two legs sturdily carry its reptilian body with a terrorizing energy.
Wait a minute.
So much going on here.
There we go, we're done. Sorted. I love it.
It's a balloon.
Two narrow wings extend themselves fully. Shadowy bones and incorporeal membranes stretch upwards over the creature. Unimpressed eyes look at you, but only barely. Okay.
There's
you
so
want-
much going on.
There's a lot going on here. Anything? I'll copy and paste it into chat.
It sounds very
Yes,
much
thank
like a
you.
Dark Souls.
It's... There's a lot in here that made me think of a boss in Elden Ring.
We need an Elden Ring box.
The Souls Jar works. The Souls Jar works. It's basically Dark Souls 4.
I also do not have a stabilizing hand because that's dogs right now, so it's gonna be wonky.
Wonky donkey. Supposed to say
A
wonky demon.
Doggy
Well,
demony.
meant to say demon, but I said donkey instead.
I mean, I've known enough donkeys to know that you might as well consider them demons with 4 legs. Also met enough horses to say you could consider them demons with 4 legs.
Yeah, I've drawn enough horses to consider them demons with 4 legs. Also, why your laughing cow is?
No, that's not the laughing cow. That's
Oh,
Paula.
is that not? Oh, that's Paola. Okay, I was gonna say that's a very different thing. Laughing cow cheese tastes like salty plastic. What? I mean, I definitely.
Nasty.
La Vache qui rit just looks like La Vache
Yeah.
qui rit.
Yeah, that's the laughing cow.
Paula is different.
Paolo's built different.
Paula's built different, okay?
Look at Paola.
That cow fucking built different.
I also like the fact that it's like it doesn't have spots; it's just splatted with something.
I mean that's like that was the whole appeal of the desserts.
That's a dessert. Oh, it's vanilla flavor, I guess.
I like when
Yeah.
people draw cows, but they still give them the 2 nubbins at the back.
Because
Like
Oh.
for their
it
hip
has like
bones.
the spots
mean-
inside of it.
As in, I don't
If-
like it. Like you
Oh,
draw
I
the fat
see.
cow and they
Oh.
just draw 2 nubbins.
I used to have those as a kid a lot.
Paula has hands.
I love Paula.
Oh
What?
god, the cow.
Why does it have 3 fingers?
That's Paula, and she's built different.
Okay, yeah. Did not realize when I said that how accurate that was.
I don't like it.
She is Paula, and she has her own song, and it slaps.
Oh, a cow with hands.
Why has it got hands?
Also constantly sticking a tongue up her nostril, which is unhealthy.
Some cows are built different. That cow's built wrong.
Yeah.
Don't insult Paula like this.
Constructed incorrectly.
No, Paula is good.
What's the worst food mascot we have?
Mr. Blobby.
Mr. Blobby is not a food mascot. Mr. Blobby is a mascot for some sort of disease that we got rid of a while ago. Fortunately,
I mean-
vaccinated against that now.
Around here, I'd say the worst one was the Noid.
I've seen the
But
Noid.
maybe that's just because I found that thing incredibly annoying.
Oh, the
That-
Noid.
That had the same energy as
Annoying.
those 90s cartoons.
I mean, the Noid was very 90s, and I think they did try to make a cartoon.
I'm trying to think. We've got the Milky Bar Kid. That's the first one that comes to mind.
It's not the worst mascot, it's just a kid.
That's the first mascot I can think of.
That's just a small blonde kid dressed up as a cowboy. Like,
That little shit knows what it is.
I'm gonna have to Google because I literally can't think of a single. I'm like, oh, this one. I'm like, oh no, wait, I think that's American.
Ronald McDonald.
that's American.
Oh yeah.
Did the Wimpy have any mascots?
Oh, there's the Tetley Tea lot. They're
Oh, they're
cute.
nice. They're nice.
They're not annoying. The Tetley Tea lot are good.
But they what? They were just people, right?
Yeah,
Were they people or were they gnomes or?
I think they're just.
I don't know. It's like in my head they were kind of like the Smurfs, you know? They're just sort of these little people who.
There was
don't-
that monkey with Johnny Vegas.
Why is there? Chibi,
Yes.
that picture is wrong. It took me a second to work out what I was looking at, and I don't want to know.
It's Paula.
Mhm.
Don't worry about it. She's built
That's
different.
the That's
Here are
the
Here are the Tetley Tea gnomes.
gnomes of folk.
I like how you keep saying she's built different.
Yeah.
Was that like the tagline?
No, it was
I-
not.
I
Are we?
literally-
When you say built different, are you speaking literally? Are we talking like October here? Or
Literally,
literally
can't find, like,
assembled?
British only mascots for food.
Oh,
Quaker Oats guys come up, but I still don't even think
Okay.
that's.
Quaker Oats guy. I wanna. Hang on. I
Uh,
want to do
Green
a
Giant?
test with the
Okay.
Quaker Oats guy.
Although I will say, as far like beyond like annoyances, so to me the Noid is still the most annoying one, but the one where conceptually this was the worst idea, probably Aunt Jemima, but that's for reasons unrelated to the mascot itself and more just the implementation.
Chris, what are you doing?
Okay, this is the Quaker Oats guy.
Uh-huh.
Presumably a Quaker. This is what it looks like. Okay,
Uh-huh.
I'm now gonna zoom out. Oh, that's as far as it wants me to zoom out. Can I make it smaller? I want to make it real small. That's small now. I can't really make it any
Looking at
smaller
the
than
tea
that.
mascots all stood together, I now realize it's not their hair; it's a hat.
Yeah, it's a hat.
Because there's only ever like one of them on the box, I thought they just had their hair.
It does look like hair. I
Okay.
Not their hair. Oh my god!
how
No, it's a hat. It's a long
But-
hat.
why?
Because there's a hat. Anyway, sorry. Very quickly, this may not work for anyone. Now that I've made it smaller, does he look like anyone?
Yeah, Stephen Fry.
That's weird. I see Alan Davis.
Oh my god, so odd.
How is he a cross between Stephen Fry and Alan? I was not expecting anyone to say Stephen Fry. That's amazing. Because we have it's close up. He doesn't look like anything like Alan Davis to me, but only small. He looks like Alan Davis, and I don't know why.
Who is this?
Maybe
What
it is Alan
tea
Davis.
people?
The Quaker Oats guy. Hang on.
Quaker Oats.
We're on the
Yep.
stream, Lewis.
Oh,
Because you're definitely
I've-
watching the stream, aren't
Yeah,
you?
I posted this in chat. Also, there's just this incredibly detailed face being drawn behind. By the way.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, I'm disturbed, but
yeah, I
also,
have the
you know.
stream open so I can hear myself twice. Meow, meow, meow.
That's muted.
Mute the stream.
Mute the stream.
Yeah, I just have it muted.
That's Alan Davies.
It's Alan Davis. Hang on, let me get a picture of Alan Davis for reference.
You gonna pull up? What's the show he's
That
on?
there, Jonathan Creek.
David Creek. That's the one.
That there, Jonathan Creek.
That there, Jonathan. I don't know where that accent it walked. I went for a walk with that one.
I'm a travelling accent. Oh, yours.
Chris. Kiro.
There's a picture of Al Davis. And then there's the Quaker Arts guy.
I'm zooming out, Christy. This is scary.
It's got sinewy nose and nostrils. I didn't know what to do.
Yeah, I feel like giving Christy the prompt sinewy was probably a mistake, because Christy's capacity for realistic detail, this is going to be very unsettling.
I don't know how to
I'm
draw
not even
this.
sure how you'd make a nose
that.
sinewy, but I guess we will find out
Yeah. But
together whether we want to or not.
It's
Have
that.
we done a... Sorry.
Hmm?
I was talking over. Sorry.
Nobody talk over any. Also, my bot's not working. I just realised. Bot, what are you doing?
No, we won't. Bear, stop it. We have
that-
one standard, okay? We share
Do
it.
we?
Ooh, hello, M.
Sorry.
Do we have
Little
standards?
mouth. I have
a
one
small mouth.
standard.
You have one standard?
I have
Wow.
one standard.
Look at Miss over here with her one standard.
No
I mean,
taste,
she's
but I
better
do
than
have.
every one of them.
I have no taste, but I have one standard. Don't ask me what it is. I haven't figured that out yet, but it's there. Alongside my one feeling. Stop it. Christy is drawing.
Just zoomed down.
Oh, he got a balloon body. This drift bloom is scary.
I'm now imagining like the clown from It carrying this.
Oh, thank you. No, thank you. I'm dead after this.
Okay, the old clown, the old It clown.
If anything, attaching that face to a balloon body makes it more upsetting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I like
was
that.
thinking that.
Although my brain has decided this is what drift looks like if you turn it inside out. So that's where my brain is.
To be fair, a lot of things look unpleasant if you turn them inside out.
I don't know.
No It clowns, please. But too late. Know what they say about the Christie's demons?
Thank you,
they all float down here.
Chris, you're gonna get shanked in the middle of the night by Miss, just so you know.
What's happening? What?
That is my fate, and I have accepted it.
I wasn't listening. I was reading chat. I can't multitask. I can't listen and read at the same time.
That's okay. I can't type and talk at the same time, which makes it interesting whenever I'm trying to do stuff for class.
And that is why I'm proud to announce Mrs. new charity drawing, reading, talking stream, where they will recite things from memory while reading chat and also drawing.
Sorry, I was trying to work out what Christy was doing, and then I remembered all faces.
Oh yeah.
I was like, why do they have a friend? Oh wait.
I mean,
yeah, didn't the description say something about its body being made of faces?
Yeah, it does. It says faces. Doesn't specify what those faces are. Just
like
faces.
Doctor Who.
In there, or was that a previous?
It is the Absorbaloff.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's favourite Doctor Who monster. The Absorbaloff.
It was designed by a little kid.
It was designed by a kid. To be fair, the concept of the monster's actually pretty good.
Yeah,
it was just the episode that was crap.
Yeah.
And acted by Peter Kay.
Yeah, that maybe could have been better casting, but whatever. The best thing about it is the bit that the kid made. So that tells you a lot about it. That is the episode. Am I allowed to say this? Is this against terms of service? That is the episode in which the protagonist of the episode ends up having fellatio with a paving slab.
What?
Oh my god, I forgot about that. Oh no.
This is Doctor Who, folks.
That's a thing.
Oh no.
That a
Just-
sentence?
Oh.
That is a
I only
sentence.
just mentally tuned back into the conversation. What?
Oh, it's burned into my brain all over again.
There
I
is a
didn't
reason this
want
episode is
there.
generally considered the worst.
I was trying to look for more food mascots that I know. I was wondering whether you guys.
I think I'm gonna need to go leave and lie down for a minute.
Do you know what my favorite thing about that episode?
Yeah.
Favorite thing in that episode?
Yes, because it's the favorite thing about the episode is actually not in the episode at all.
Okay,
My favorite thing about that episode is it's the bottle episode where they were like, we need a cheap episode. All of the actors who are actually doing the series are busy, so we'll do an episode with a completely different cast. The Doctor's barely in it.
yeah, he turns up at the end, I think.
Yeah. Which episode? What was the episode called?
Love and Monsters?
Love and Monsters, that's the one. Wow, good call. But the thing is, they had that idea of like, oh, let's do a bottle episode without the Doctor in it or whatever, just a sort of nice, cheap, quick episode with a different crew or whatever. And it was awful.
Bit of
But they didn't give up on the idea because they did exactly the same thing in the next series, and they made Don't Blink,
I know we're not talking about Don't Blink.
which is also considered one of the best episodes.
Ugh.
So, one series apart, same idea. They managed to make something absolutely awful into something much
I
better.
didn't
I mean,
sleep
to
with the
be
lights
fair,
off for days after that.
The only thing that's the same between them is the fact that the main cast doesn't appear much in it.
Yeah, but
As far as
just
I can tell, the actual concept of the episode is very different.
completely different episode. But I just like that from a production standpoint, they were the same like original concept. But is that pants?
pants? Where?
Yes, its legs is carrying its reptile body or something like that.
That's how you've given it a whole bunch of scales.
I'll share the GIF with them there, so that they know what you're mentioning.
Have you seen the Marshmallow Man from Ghostbusters killing each other on the grill? No.
No.
Oh yeah, in the most recent Ghostbusters film.
Oh, wow, that was brutal.
There you go.
Oh my god.
Oh, jeez.
Oh my god, that got worse.
Though I get
That's messed up.
gets points for the Terminator reference.
Yeah.
What is this? Also, they're still making Ghostbusters films?
Yeah, they made the ones. Yeah. My nephew loves them.
It was like okay.
But then, like, we have the nostalgia. My nephew it's all new to him, so.
Hmm.
Like, he likes all the new stuff over the old stuff, so.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, so-
okay. No one agrees that Ghostbusters 2 is good.
I can't remember it, so.
Oh, I see.
Exactly.
I see what you're doing, Christy.
What are we doing? What's happening? I don't know what the description is. I've forgotten what it is.
Its legs are carrying its lizard body.
Yeah.
Oh. Christy, you criminal.
Just like you could zoom in on a different part of this drawing and just have a completely different experience to any other part.
The new Ghostbusters.
Wait.
That's about does it?
Yeah, I like this demon.
There we go. Their name is
Yeah.
Wee.
Wait.
I like how we started with horrifying face. Oh, we've made it a balloon that somehow makes it worse. To this.
It's actually kind of cute now.
The issue is that floats, but it's all the way up there now. Someone let go.
It's just bobbing around, the top of like a shopping centre, just stuck in the rafters.
that must be really annoying for your bottom and top half to disconnect, and the top half is stuck at the top of a building, and your legs are just walking around going, well, what do I do now?
It's free.
Like the vampires do that. I don't know.
Vampires?
The Drawfee drew them a few times.
Yeah. They're like
Manananggal.
vampires.
Oh yeah, that one.
Yeah. I'll
Manable.
butcher that one. So
It's like
Manananggal.
a Philippine like vampire that disconnects its lower half from its upper half when it goes out to hunt.
I would
lovely.
rip my own head off and then throw it at people.
Just for fun. Yeah, good stuff.
Cute.
Don't say good stuff while looking at this.
Look, demons. Demons have a different standard of appreciation for horrific.
Or
Non-Euclidean biology.
Yeah, yeah, non-Euclidean biology. Let's go with that. Christy, you have a prompt for the ragdoll.
Yee. I need to. Boop. There you go. I took the shortest run I could generate. A clamor in the twilight, a spark of light, and suddenly you're faced by a horrifying soul of grime and hatred. 5 hollow eyes stare at you with an ominous horror, and another clamor pierces from its humongous mouth with unimaginable force. Smoldering and smoking skin adorns its stocky head, which itself is covered in horrifying piercings. A quick snort escapes the creature's skewed nostrils set within a haggard nose. Its stocky head sits atop a short, blubbery body. Spikes cover its shoulders. Who knows what the story behind this is? The creature treads towards its 2 legs, awkwardly carry its fiery body with a chaotic energy. A rugged tail twirls behind it. You are certain this creature uses it as a weapon. You can feel the creature's eyes continue to stare you down.
Oh, this one's staring at you.
I do love that. I think everyone so far has had a moment where it's just gone, who knows why this is?
Yeah.
In a description for something.
Yeah, it's a real nice way to describe things. Like
Yeah,
just
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the one for Chibi had the same of just like,
could be anything, really.
Yeah, my Chibi's one was, but you don't wish to find out the probably horrifying specifics. It's like,
Oh.
who knows? It just sort of works. Okay, cool.
It just works, you know?
Yeah.
I like how this is described as an unimaginable force, but also we have to imagine it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very eldritch.
Yeah, well,
Imagine what this thing looks like, but also don't.
I love it in
Welcome
writing.
to Lovecraft.
Yeah, when they're like, they were faced down by an unimaginable horror, and then they describe it in great detail, and you're just like, but you were just going for word count. Stop.
It was beyond human comprehension, but it looked like this.
Yeah, it's beyond human comprehension with its large eyes and its big teeth and its wings, and it's like, no, stop.
I mean, wasn't that like at some point Chris described like Lovecraftian monsters to us and was like, this is you cannot imagine this, but it kind of looked like an alligator.
Hang on. I'm gonna look this up. This was great. I can't remember what story it was.
It was absolute nonsense if I remember.
We tried to draw it afterwards.
It was like a combination between a crocodile and a seal and
a cat.
just like and a cat, just like couldn't imagine it, but it did look like all these normal animals just mushed together, you know? Cannot imagine it, but
I'm gonna
I
spend
ended
the rest
up
of this.
drawing that seal with the top hat.
Oh yeah!
I've just realised the joke in Discord with Chibi Food Map under the name Have You Seen Sir?
Have you what?
in Discord, every time Chibi posts a new food mascot, it says, "Have
Oh.
you seen my daughter?" And then it's a food mascot.
Have you seen my daughter? They're a yogurt dinosaur.
They're important to me, okay? Not really that important,
Very
but you know.
sensitive.
The joke never ends. I love it.
It's a great joke. It keeps on giving, you know?
Here's Atlas as Aphrodite. Have you seen my daughter?
Have you seen my daughter?
You see this man?
I have hollow eyes. Hollow eyes.
Okay, I found it. Apparently, I haven't actually looked at this ebook since we last spoke about it. So, it saved the page. But it literally the sentence begins. This is what story is this from? I don't know. The Nameless City. The Nameless City, apparently. For H.P. Lovecraft. To convey any idea of these monstrosities is impossible. They were of the reptile kind. They were of the reptile kind with body lines suggesting sometimes the crocodile, sometimes the seal, but more often nothing of which either a naturalist or the paleontologist has ever heard. In size, they approximated a small man. It keeps going. It's impossible to convey these ideas, but it keeps going. In size, they approximated a small man, and their forelegs bore delicate and evidently flexible feet, curiously like a human hands and fingers. But strangest of all were their heads, which presented a contour violating all known biological principles. Hey, non-Euclidean biology. Yeah, here we go. To nothing can such things be well compared. In one flash, I thought of comparisons as varied as the cat, the bulldog, the mythic satyr, and the human being.
You can't compare them to anything that we're going to compare them to.
Bear these in mind.
Uncomparable.
Bear this in mind, though. So think of in your head a cat, a bulldog, a satyr, and a human being.
Yes.
But not Jove himself had so colossal and protuberant a forehead. Yet the horns and the noselessness and the alligator-like jaw placed things outside of all established categories. Now, if you would see something with a massive forehead, no nose, and an alligator jaw,
You definitely think of a cat first.
definitely think of cat, bulldog, human, standard.
Bulldog,
There's definitely
especially.
a seal as well.
The more I read of like actual Lovecraft stories, the more I wonder, why do people enjoy this?
It's
It's
bizarre.
not
Like,
good.
I got about 50. Yeah, I got 56% of the way through H.P. Lovecraft's complete collection while waiting for lectures. So
I got through most of Bob Ross.
nice.
Time better spent.
Yeah. You had the
much
better
rather.
experience. I'll say, to be fair, there are some Lovecraft stories that are actually worth reading, and they're mostly the ones about dreams. He does have some interesting things about like states between dreaming and waking and all that sort of stuff. Basically, every other story is there was a big thing and I ran away. Pretty much.
I didn't understand it, but also
I didn't understand it, but here's an accurate description. People at my university think I'm mad now. That's because I am. That's the end.
It's
and
uncomparable, but also here's a list of 5 animals I can directly compare it to.
Yes, which is as deliberately as I possibly can is different from one another in physicality. It was like a cat, but also a snake and a giraffe.
Yeah.
snake cat.
No, not snake cat. Snake cat's eldritch.
Snap.
Also, this
That's all
demon's
I love
hungry. This demon wants food. They are the hangry.
They're very hangry.
Demons have those big maws. They should be hungry.
They definitely want food with if they have a maw. It's like maw.
Ha ha.
You're so funny, Chris. Chris, you're really funny.
I make entertainment for a living.
Yes, you do. You do it well.
Seems like it's not real, but my internet did cut out, and I can't laugh at your joke because I don't know what it was.
That you of all of us are in the best position.
You don't have to know, Chris.
A good excuse position.
Kira has read some graphic novel adaptations of Lovecraft stuff. There are some really cool ideas in Lovecraft stories. They're just never particularly well executed, and they're executed by a racist.
And some excellent video games.
Yeah.
I've learned of an Eldritch video game called Eternal Darkness. Have you
Oh
played
yes, yes.
that? That's supposed to be an actually good one.
Yeah.
Yes, that one, storyline wise and also use of medium wise, Eternal Darkness is excellent. I wish it would get ported to something else that's not the GameCube.
Yeah, it's only on GameCube, unfortunately. But
I just cannot get over the psychic whiplash I experienced upon seeing that video game in a shop in physical form.
Wait, really? When?
And did you get it?
I didn't. It was £22.
Yeah.
I will send you £22.
It was. I think it's.
Go back in time and get it.
You spend that £22 on the My Little Pony game, Chris.
But yeah,
the
I
Bratz
remember
game is
you
right there.
posting a picture of that, Lewis, and it was just really surreal.
Yeah, I think that was like around Christmas time. I just.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
Just posted a picture of Call of Cthulhu, and it was just like, this is real?
It was those pre-owned game shops, Entertainment Exchange. So that was probably the most expensive thing in there at £22.
But yeah, so if you go on the Wikipedia page for Eternal Darkness, it does say, in the years since Eternal Darkness's release, it has been regarded as one of the greatest games of all time, as well as one of the best horror games ever made. So it's highly, thought of, at least by whoever wrote this article. But the fun thing about it,
one batch or something.
it didn't sell well originally.
It was one of those things where it's like a lot of actually good horror movies don't do well at initial release and then become cult classics later on.
Yeah, the thing sucked at release. It got it was still obviously as good on release, but it did perform very poorly.
But one of the fun things about it is because it's technically a Nintendo property, and the producers include Shigeru Miyamoto. So between making the Zeldors and the Marios, he's like, yes, Eldritch Horrors.
But since it's a Nintendo property, it's going to be stuck in no one can access this hell for the rest of time, because Nintendo is allergic to making money off of their old IPs.
I feel we're kind of in the era of the remake right now. I feel like this has potential, right?
I did see people speculating that the Pokemon Direct that's going to happen, that they might, because they're bringing so many old Game Boy games into the Switch, that they might put, like Red or something like that.
Ooh.
One of the old Pokemon games into.
Oh, I want to play that.
The Switch.
That's gonna be rough for people who aren't used to those games.
I know, but also it's like nostalgic, and I never got to play those sorts of games. Like, I came in at gold,
I mean, the
so
fun
it'd be
thing
nice to
is
be like,
they
hey, I
did
finally
that for a couple. Gen 1 and Gen 2, they ported them to the 3DS, which is dead.
My 3DS was my Animal Crossing machine, so I didn't know other games work on it. I was like, I have one game.
I played a couple of Pokemon games on it.
Yeah, I think I played the one with the deer, X, Y.
The X, yes.
X.
Even though it looks like a Y as well.
And then I didn't finish it because I don't understand your comics. I'm like, what is happening now?
Don't worry, it's fine.
Also,
they're almost done.
This demon has to be like 2 foot tall.
I know.
Oh yeah,
very little.
It did
this
say
is
a
definitely
short
something
body.
where you look at it like in those movies where it's like shows the zoomed in thing where it's like, oh, it's horrifying, and then it zooms out and it's like the size of a chihuahua.
Yeah, or the shadow like coming along the cave wall, like the tunnel wall, just this massive, horrid, shadowy creature. And then he rounds the corner.
And if you imagine the tail is actually a sunflower, it's like a little
Oh.
80s sprite.
Oh,
But he uses it as a weapon.
yeah.
Mm.
So, or is it like the? Don't make references to bloody Bloodborne.
See?
I mean,
That's
I
all-
have a friend.
You
That's
cannot
all I
be
know.
doing this.
It's crap Doctor Who episodes and Dark Souls. That's all I know.
I know someone who's allergic to sunflowers, so this would be deadly to them. Yeah,
Thank you, Karen.
anything
I thought you were
sunflowers.
gonna say I know someone who is allergic to Dark Souls. I wasn't meant to
I know
really
someone who's
laugh.
allergic to Dark Souls. I do.
Keep them away from me.
I'm allergic to Dark Souls.
No, I'm probably actually.
I'm allergic to games that Chris mods Thomas the Tank Engine in.
Yeah, that's fair.
Looks up to see if there's a Thomas the Tank Engine Elden Ring mod.
No.
Ugh.
Can't get that
Because
shit.
not, I'm disappointed.
Thomas the Tank Engine is in Elden Ring now. There we go. Perfect.
No, we just
Oh, you can replace any horse with Thomas the Tank Engine.
yes, the way you ride a horse in that
So-
game, that's perfect.
What is this a bad time to mention the fact that there's a horror game out there where you're fighting
Yeah.
a
Oh,
demon train?
Choo-choo Charles.
Choo Choo Charles.
Choo Choo Charlie.
Not
Charles,
only is it
Charlie,
a horse, it's massive. Not only is it a train, it's a massive spider train.
Spider train.
I
Yeah.
quote
That lays
unquote
eggs that you have to collect.
I quote unquote watch the Game Grumps play that. I constantly, every time they went,
Spell
it's
down.
Charlie, I looked away and was like, and then I looked back when they were like, oh, all the music calmed down. I was like, cool. Because it was fun. I just never looked at the train. I was like, yep.
There's also like a human cult in there as well, and they all wear masks, and every one of the masks they wear is concept art for what Choo Choo Charles was going to look like. Apparently.
Oh, fun.
Oh.
I mean,
That's
actually
so
really
impressive
cool.
Really,
that it
really
was,
interesting.
because it was done by one person, right?
Yeah, it's one guy.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Like those masks in any survival horror game as an enemy would be dope.
Oh yeah, like I'm never gonna play the game myself because I'm a weenie.
Fair.
But like the concept of it is pretty interesting, and the fact that it was made by like one dude is also pretty impressive. And the fact that they decided to go, well, here's what we ended up using for the monster, but I also still like these designs, so they're going in anyway.
Yeah, I was about to link an image. I was like, maybe I don't link all the faces.
Please don't lose the train.
I mean, coming up with a spider train as well, defeating the purpose of a train.
I imagined it was a thing that's like in a train. Is that not?
Nope, it is the
No,
train.
it's
No, it is the train. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
I imagined it was just a thing that sort of grew inside the train and they got too big for it and started running around.
Oh, that would be fun.
That's why I just
I
assumed.
mean, I'm sure the original idea was, hey, let's take Thomas the Tank Engine and make it a horror game.
Yeah,
And then it just sort of spiraled from there.
Oh, happy face.
I guess. I can see that.
Because if you look at like the the face, it is the case of like you've got the Thomas the Tank Engine type thing where it is that same similar type of engine, with the front part being the face, like with Thomas the Tank Engine. So
Oh.
You've got to
Anyway, you have friend.
This.
Evil sunflower friend.
I
Little.
love this friend. They go, "Eh."
yeah, they're just gonna sort of waddle around and make annoyed noises at you.
Aw.
I feel like this would appear in the SMT Demon Hunter thing game. This would be a
Yeah,
friend.
well, yeah. Considering, I mean, SMT's got like a wide range. You've got some things where you're just kind of like, oh, this is Beelzebub, and then other things are just this is a small ghost in a pot
Yeah.
that just follows you around.
Ghost in pop.
It's just the whole gambit.
It's got a little bit of
In a lot of
everything.
the games, you can pick up Lilith, as in the mother of all demons in your party.
Yeah.
But then also you have Jack Frost, the mascot, who's just
I can't.
a little hee-ho guy.
A little hee-ho guy.
A little hee-ho guy. He's cool as Jingle Jangle.
That's jokes.
Diablo 4's coming. We're gonna kill Lilith.
Oh. Well, you better finish the SMT, Ragdoll.
Anyway, Lewis is drawing now.
Yeah, Lewis is drawing now.
Oh man, stream's over, guys.
Lewis is... Ragdoll, give prompt to Lewis.
All right. And I will put this in Discord, Lewis. So.
Oh, I'm in a.
You joined an art
Okay, let's
stream.
see. Oh.
You joined a friend
A
stream.
growl in the fog, a crackle of thunder, and suddenly you're blocked by a nauseating soul of dread and shadows. Two barren eyes stare at you with a wicked fervor, and another growl explodes from its shrunken mouth with terrifying intensity. Two jagged antlers adorn its swollen head, which itself is as dark as the abyss itself. So you don't need to worry about a lot of face details because it's just a black hole.
Yeah.
With antlers coming out.
A crawling maggot escapes from the creature's sinuous nostrils set within an arched nose. Its swollen head sits atop the hard, meaty body. Outlandish armor covers its weak spots. The creature seems to take pride in this.
Armor?
The creature dashes forward. Its legs calmly carry its demonic body with frenzied energy. A bony tail moves behind it, which itself seems like a separate serpentine creature. The creature's eyes never once stopped watching your every move.
Off you go.
So
you get antlers and armor.
If it's foggy, then we can't see it, right? So...
Yeah. Just make some
we got a polar bear in a snowstorm.
Have you never dashed calmly, Bear?
After I've not. How do you use this website again? Gotta set a color, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Presumably.
Yep. So the wheel and the little box, you just click in there, and that'll set your color.
If they're barren eyes, then they both have a monocle and a top hat.
I originally heard it as two bears and eyes stare at you.
Both barons. Wicked, not wicked fur. Wicked fur. Another good. Oh boy, swollen head, hard meat. Ugh.
You're doing okay, Lewis.
Am I doing
well,
okay? So that's a very relative question.
In this context.
Bad with the sinewy nose, but
oh, it's got
with a maggot coming out of it.
Oh, this is a terrible mistake for me.
The face is just like a black void, right? So
maybe
that's probably a good.
I'll just go with the cartoony dinosaur I'm able to draw and just edit it from there.
Yeah, go for it.
Start with a dinosaur and then make enough changes.
Trying to draw an hidden layer. I need the eye. Whoops.
So, yeah, there we go.
It's Loch Ness Monster.
Yeah. And we're done.
Oh. Oh no.
You can do it.
I don't have a trackpad, I have a mouse.
That's impressive with a mouse.
I know, huh?
Also,
I can't draw with a mouse.
Dinos.
This is full legs.
Should we do one of these streams like that?
Dumpy nails that dinosaurs have.
Don't be this. No.
It's a dino.
It's a demo.
Demo. It's Dino's cousin.
I've
read through it. Nothing in it says that it doesn't look like a dinosaur. So
yeah, just keep the dinosaur.
Yeah, we're doing all right. You have to cover it in armor and.
The eraser is just below the paintbrush.
It looks like a fill tool.
Yeah.
What's the weak spot?
What's the weak spot?
The soft underbelly.
That whole neck. Good grief.
Just give it like a sweater, like a turtleneck. That counts as armor, right?
I mean, armor doesn't have to be form-fitting.
I mean, it would probably.
It could literally just be in a tank or in a train, I guess.
Yeah, just Lewis. Okay, erase this. Just draw a tank if you don't mind. That'd be great.
Leg warmer on neck, please.
I mean, if it would be like segmented to fit the neck, I suppose. It's not very outlandish. But...
Yeah, if it was one solid piece, that'd be very awkward for moving around in.
It'd be like the old Christian Bale Batman movies. Did he not mention like finally being able to turn his? I don't know.
There was, I think it was the.
He's just like, oh, I can't turn my head. It's like. Yeah.
I seem to remember the third of the Batman films they made after the Tim Burton one, which wasn't very good. The one that had Arnold Schwarzenegger in it.
Oh, Batman Robin.
What do you mean that wasn't very good? That is cinematic masterpiece, Chris.
Point being, apparently the helmet was basically built into the shoulders and it couldn't move at all. So if he wanted to move his head, he just had to move his whole torso from side to side.
I've just got Mr. Freeze in my head now. I still see you.
I
still see you.
Also, that bit where it cuts to his evil lair and he just has all of his henchmen singing "I'm Mr. White Christmas."
Chris, that cinematic masterpiece.
I haven't seen it. Apparently, it's not good. That's all I know.
Oh, it's amazing.
Do I have to put that on the list?
Yes, we have to watch.
That's my marathon.
Don't expect a serious movie.
Oh, my favorite Batman is the 1960s Adam West, so I'm fine.
Okay, then you will have an excellent time.
Good.
What's Phil? Oh, paint bucket. Okay.
Phil Bucket. Good old Phil Bucket.
Ah!
At least it's not red.
Control Z.
Control Z. Z.
Oh.
I don't close my lines
Got a little
either,
sucker.
Lewis.
Oh, hell.
I mean, its face is meant to be shrouded in darkness, isn't it? So,
yeah, just leave it there.
It's. What was the prompt? What's the prompt?
I don't know.
It's the face is as dark as the abyss itself.
Yeah, so you did it.
Contragulations.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh no. Him angry.
I love him.
When you sort of blindly forge on, it's like, I've got an idea here. I've got a sentence idea. When you pause just to like something distracts you, I pause and look at what I've done and I go, oh, Jesus Christ.
Yep. Welcome to art.
Welcome to art, yes.
This is a universal feeling.
We've all done this.
That's how you learn.
Particularly on these streams.
Yeah.
When you zoom out and you go, okay.
I guess this is what we're doing here today.
This occurred and I take no responsibility for it.
Oh no, that shouldn't be red. He's bleeding.
Oh no.
Somebody's skinned
That's
his
still
tail.
red.
It has a meaty body, so.
Well, he's got a bony tail.
Munch crunch.
It's fat salamander.
Just tail popped right off.
That's like seeing it grow.
Then make the brush a bit smaller for the.
It's like in a cartoon, you know, when they put like, I don't know. My brain's saying The Lion King, but I don't know if it happened in it when they put like a zebra leg in their mouth and just suck out, and it's. Someone did that with this dinosaur's tail. Just sucked the meat right off.
Ah!
Oh!
Where's the unclosed line? I think it's there.
All over the place, probably.
Yeah, listen, that's my. Ah!
See, this is why I have to heavily edit my. if I ever share like speed draws that I do, because most of the time it's just flashing like this because I don't close my lines either.
Bony tail, which itself almost seems. Oh hell! It has to be 7 times. No.
Did you choose the thinnest line weight with? Because then it might be the problem.
I think he's probably also using the pencil rather than the paintbrush. So,
Mm.
was for the main lines anyway. The tail, grumpy tail. But the actual face.
They're a snack.
Then the snack.
You're right there, Lewis.
Got a little mouth.
Oh. Oh, not okay. Oh, jagged antlers. It has to. We're not finished. Oh, you think we're finished? No, this isn't even over.
Does vertebrae count
Wait,
as antlers?
Which head are you putting the antlers on?
Yeah,
Oh.
which is the main one?
Oh, jeez.
One on each.
The cat dogs.
The demonic giraffering.
And then I guess you'd have to sort of just have to look like a small tree, I guess. God!
What? I mean,
Oh,
that's
Antlers
all
rebel.
antlers
How it
are.
goes.
Antlers are just small trees.
Yeah, the bone trees.
Them the bone trees.
And then, okay, since you asked, just put some teeny little.
Ow!
Yeah.
This is what comes for you if you're naughty in Christmas.
Krampus
this
is
would-
taking a break. We're sending the antler dinosaur.
We're sending whatever the fuck this is.
This was the reindeer Rudolph replaced.
Oh,
Just picturing a wee kid hearing like trip trapping on the roof and running out, all excited.
it's not trip trapping, it's thunk thunk.
Just a hole in the roof.
It's like that scene from Jurassic Park, you know, when she's hiding in the bed and the dinosaur's head slowly creeping closer. But it's one of these heads just slowly slinking in.
It's just the tiny snake like me.
Yeah.
We're cutting between two different scenes, and the two different heads are approaching two different people on either side of the building.
Now it just looks like he's got a cold. Guys, it's
Oh,
a
you got
maggot,
the sniffles.
Oh,
it's a maggot, I
sniffles.
swear. It's supposed to be scary, guys.
They've got a cold. They always get a cold at winter. That's why Rudolph replaced them.
I mean, since we all lived through 2020, that is the scariest thing of all.
Yeah.
True.
They're outside without a mask on with the sniffles.
Oh,
Mm.
There was so
Jeez.
much capacity for mask. Yeah. Just pull that up.
But it's a
Close
maggot,
enough.
you guys, they swear.
That makes it all better.
I've not
Can you
seen
imagine that? Can you imagine just on public
Yes.
transport hearing someone shout down the corridor, don't worry, it's just a maggot.
that. Well, I'm not sick.
Then he's. Where's the... How do you make brown?
I
It's just-
mean,
Where are we going now, Lewis? Take us on your journey.
There we go. And then he needs.
You watched all of Bob Ross. You can
The
do this.
magical. yeah, you've learned so much from Bob Ross.
And then we
This
Take
is your
us on the-
bravery test. Just
Mm.
happy tree.
Happy trees.
Yeah,
Only happy accidents.
Oh, whatever this is, it's most certainly an accident.
Their name is Happy Accident.
Bear wants you to come back to draw next week. Lewis.
No.
Come on, it's fun.
Where's the? How do I? I think I want the brown back. Give me the brown back.
Is that a?
What it should be is a belt buckle.
Oh, belt. Okay, so I thought it was a zip. I thought you could unzip the dinosaur. That's not how that works.
I was thinking it was a belt and a belt buckle, but it could also be a very square little snake.
Square
how he
snake.
holds on his terrifying armor.
The belt snake.
Oh,
Oh, yes, it's
the
protecting his weak underbelly.
breastplate.
It's his tummy
That's
plate.
adorable.
What the dog doing?
Oh my god, it's not the question of how would a dog wear pants, it's how would the dino wear armor. And it's
Like, that's-
adorable.
I can't
Protect their
follow
belly.
this. This is this is peak.
You can. We all bring our own experiences to this. There is no following, it is just us.
That sounds like
Halting.
something the Borg would say. I don't know if I'm comfortable with it.
I was thinking of it more as sort of like
There
hippy
is no
dippy
following,
nonsense.
it's only us.
I was thinking of it as like sort of 60s hippy dippy.
No.
So we're all.
Yeah.
Are the Borg hippies?
Hey, I dare you to walk into like some Star Trek fandom online and be like, do you ever think the Borg might just be hippies?
I mean, depending on what section of fandom is in the room, that could either lead
Agree.
to a very lengthy, in-depth, wild discussion with citations, or death threats.
Regardless of the audience, I would walk in, ask that,
okay.
and leave.
I have fulfilled all of the criteria for this drawing.
Yeah.
I love them.
They're
Mean
great.
Baby. It's so scary.
I feel the armor idea.
Ah!
What?
They are the night.
We're here.
What?
We're narrowing it down, folks.
Oh yeah, bifurcation method.
So scary.
So scary.
Imagine it says like across the ground from the armor, belly armor touching.
Yeah.
That would actually be cool. Like if it make this a ball, and every time it moved, just like sparks
Yeah.
up from its stomach plate.
I appreciate
Scrape, 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 scrape.
Yeah.
your efforts to actually try and make this intimate.
It's fun.
Chris, make it into a game.
Can do.
Thank you.
Ooh, a quap game.
A what game?
Quap.
Quap?
Co-op.
Co-op.
QUOP.
No, it was
Oh,
Quap. Yeah.
Yeah, Quap.
There it
It's
is.
the.
There's
Is that the guy trying to run? Is that Quap?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of something very different then.
Let's be pride.
Do it.
It's like a running game, but you have
Oh, yeah.
individual like control over like 4 different parts of the legs that are controlled by Q, W, O, and P, and it's awful.
It's very good.
I love. I love Demonic Rudolph.
Demonic
I love
Rudolph.
him so much. He's so great.
What's his name? Its name. Their name.
Uh,
Name them, Lewis. Name your child.
Polite
If I name it, it gives it credibility. If I name it, I have to act like this has any credibility whatsoever.
If you
Untitled
name it-
piece.
If you name it, it becomes your OC. And we expect more art.
Yeah, when's their calendar?
I refuse. I'm gonna redeem a random fact as punishment.
Fact? Lewis drawed a good thing. Fact.
Just let me do engineering.
You engineered a good time.
You did it. You're done now. You can rest, and Miss has to draw.
I could rest now for an entire year.
Each pod on the world's largest Ferris wheel is equipped with a TV screen to stave off boredom. There you go.
Wow.
Is that the London Eye?
How big is
Yeah,
the
presumably.
Ferris wheel
I don't know.
that you were in there long enough to watch something on a TV?
That's peak.
It could be quite
Lewis.
small. It just moves slowly.
Bear's saying this dinosaur's name is Credibility. So it has been named.
Oh,
Marvelous.
It looks looks
Oh,
like
Kiro's in with Bear. This
looks like it's wearing ladles.
It's a Swedish dinosaur. Or German dinosaur, even.
I can't see. Crying too.
That's when you know you've made great art.
You can
You,
always.
you felt an emotion. It had an emotional response.
Thus, art.
Art. It's here. We've made
Lewis,
art finally on
Oh
Chris's
my god.
stream.
Put the stream on something else. Stop looking at it. Good lord.
you need to turn it
Well,
off.
Yeah, you have control of your
yeah.
layer. I can't turn that off.
Click on the little eyeball, it'll make it go away.
Right.
Well, it'll make it
expect-
so we can't see it. It's still there.
Oh, that's the worst part.
Yeah.
One day we'll play something on Xbox and I will reign supreme.
I expect a lot of credibility fan art by the end of the week.
Yes, absolutely.
I cannot wait for OC Tober.
Yes.
You know it.
My boobs hurt. Oh.
Lewis, you gotta give me a demon.
Yeah,
Oh,
give us a demon.
You gotta give me a Digimon.
A wail in the darkness, a clouding of breath, and suddenly you're greeted by a towering figure of shadows and decay. Two paralyzing eyes stare at you with a bone-chilling intensity, and another wail thunders from its fanged mouth in pure agony. Two sharp, and again with the fucking antlers. Sharp antlers adorns its thin head, which itself is almost bark-like. An intense heat escapes the creature's jagged nostrils set within a haggard nose. Its thin head sits atop a slim, greasy body. Ugh. Electric powers crackle through its skin, but your eyes don't linger for long. The creature takes a step forward. Its four legs calmly carry its draconic body with a calm energy. A bony tail crawls behind it. A magma-like pattern flows through it with every motion. A disappointment can be felt in the creature's gaze. You know what to say. There's the description.
Wow, miss your demons.
Uh,
We've got a lightning lizard that's disappointed in the choices I've made.
The disappointment feels on brand. Judges harshly.
I'm gonna need to take a minute.
Sorry, I'm reading.
That's fine. I can give you more facts about this Ferris wheel, which is no longer the world's tallest Ferris wheel.
Yeah, do it.
It's called the High Roller. It is in Las Vegas, which probably explains also why they put TVs in it. Feels a very Vegas-y thing to do. It is 158 meters in diameter, or 520 feet, which compared to the now tallest Ferris wheel, which is 250 meters or 820 feet. So they rather beat that record by 100 meters or so. As far as I can tell, the world's tallest one, which is the Ain Dubai, guess where that is?
Of course, it's in Dubai.
Yeah. They want to do the big things there. But apparently, it hasn't been open. It's been shut down for repairs since March last year. So I don't think it is the world's tallest Ferris wheel anymore.
Right, you can't make the world's biggest something double its size and it just be fine.
Yeah. And that doesn't have TVs in it, so it's just not as good. How long does it take to go around? There's a question. Doesn't say.
It's a
I mean, I guess it depends on how fast the thing's going.
I
Okay,
hope not.
the Vegas TV one takes 30 minutes, so you could watch like an episode of something.
Wow, the saddest thing would be to watch an episode of Friends in that thing.
Why is Friends the saddest thing?
I don't know, it just seems like such a waste of time.
Ah, brutal.
I like Friends, don't get me wrong, but the combination, ooh.
Yeah.
Well, but also there's a lot of shows out there that are longer than 30 minutes. So if you're watching one of those, you're only going to get half your episode.
Yeah, true.
I can't talk and draw. I'm sorry.
Okay,
How
you're
dare you.
drawing. You're drawing this. It's very important.
If you carry on like this, you'll never make your marathon draw talk read stream. That I promised
New
earlier.
name.
That is definitely going to happen.
I mean, there's a reason why whenever people who know what they're doing decide to do streaming marathons, they usually have like friends assisting them in some way or another.
Yeah.
Like even H Bomber Guy took a couple of nap breaks.
Ooh.
When he
I
did
never
his
talk when I
really...
grow up.
Am I going? I was too zoomed in. I don't know where I'm going with this. Where's the neck? What am I doing?
Where is the neck? Why is the neck?
Who is the neck?
I mean, it's a demon. Its neck can be wherever it wants to be.
Mm-hmm.
This. Just doodling.
Doodle. Doodle away.
Have wings? No, good.
No wings.
No wings.
Well, it doesn't say.
I mean, but it also doesn't say it doesn't have wings.
Exactly.
No wings.
I think I forgot wings in mine.
It's
This is
fine.
supposed to have wings.
Everyone
Wings
delete
are
your art. Back to the
suggestions.
start. Let's go.
Oh, please. Come on.
Nope. No wings.
Oh, nice.
Legs.
There were incorporeal membranes.
Rah.
Happens. It
they're
happens
in-
to the best of us, Chris.
But they're incorporeal, so that's fine.
Yeah, I'd have them. Definitely.
You just can't see them because they're incorporeal.
Exactly.
And membranes. They small. It was hidden in all of that sinew.
A lot of things could be hidden in sinew.
That or the fact that since it's a balloon, its whole body is just membrane.
That sounded
Ooh,
fake like a threat, Chris. A lot of things can be hidden in sinew.
A lot of things could be hidden in sinew. Like a body.
You know, just
the
saying.
return of my famous mafia voice.
It's very important that everyone knows your amazing mafia voice, you know?
Hey, it's a mafia voice. I just need a drink.
It's important that we all know your mafia voice.
I'm looking through the list of Ferris wheels on your Wikipedia because such a thing exists.
Mhm.
And they have wonderful names like Big Wheel.
Good old big wheel. Never
which is
let us down.
Which is 3.5 meters bigger than Giant Wheel. So,
Amazing.
but there's one here in Austria called Blumenrad. It's probably Blumenrad, but I was just like, it's Blumenrad.
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 It's a very rad Ferris wheel.
Yeah.
So rad.
it's from the 90s.
It always is.
Well, Blumenrad. Unknown. No one knows when it was built.
No one knows. What do you mean no one knows when it was
It's just
built?
a question mark under date.
That doesn't make any sense.
Well, the rest of these have years. This one doesn't. Someone look up Blumenrad in Austria.
No.
Okay. Fine.
I'm Googling.
I mean, depending on how old it is, it might just be that like nobody really knows.
Wait, hang on. Oh, well, if you want to look up where it is specifically, it's in Prater, Vienna. And I was like, okay, well, maybe the Wikipedia article for Prater, Vienna, or Prater, I don't know. Maybe that has some information on it. And I was like, oh, the first picture is of big old Ferris wheel. Fantastic. Must be more information here. Turns out that's a different Ferris wheel. There are 2 Ferris wheels at least in this city.
Good. I would
And there
only
isn't-
cost €4 per person to ride it.
Oh, nice. That's a
nice.
lot cheaper than the one in Vegas. That was like $30.
I mean, it's Vegas.
Yeah.
Everything is more expensive in Vegas.
I like that it's called the Blumenrad because it has a little flower in the middle. That's cute.
Oh, Bloom. Ah.
Yeah, Blumen. That's the German word for
I don't know.
flowers.
I don't know these things.
I thought that's why you were mentioning it because
No,
you
I was
really
like, no, it's Blumenrad, which is probably Blumen. Does Blumen mean anything? Been playing too much Wallace and Gromit stuff.
And it's the flower wheel. It has a little flower in the middle.
A little flower. A little flower. Look at that. Also frozen by the looks of the bottom. But... G posted another picture. Ooh, good angle. Also, apparently, Prater is called Prater because it originates from the word Praetor. As in, for example, Praetor Rykard from Elden Ring.
Stop mentioning Elden Ring.
Become one family. Best voice acting.
I mean, for some reason, I don't think it's named after that.
Yeah, no.
And obviously, Blumen is a minced oath. Yeah, exactly. It's like it's just bloody, you know.
I kind of imagine Prater, Vienna to be older than Elden Ring. You know, for historical reasons.
It has Elden in the name.
Yeah, exactly. Elden means it's pretty darn old.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, the ring is old.
Oh, you say that. I'm not entirely sure it's a ring.
We're not sure it's anything, really.
It's more of a sigil. A weird
It's more
thing.
of a metaphor.
Yeah. Big
In
old
here,
shiny
I thought
metaphor.
it was based off of that. God, what's the name of that play? There's an opera
Waiting for God.
that involves a lot
Godot.
of the themes with like the One Ring.
Oh, the ring cycle, Wagner.
Yes, there we go.
The Lord of the Rings.
The ring and something. Ring.
Ringen?
Ringen. Richard Wagner. The Ring des Nibelungen. The Ring of the Nibelung. It's a cycle of 4 German language epic music dramas.
Damn.
Christy, by the way, something I'm curious about, because I was talking about it recently. But what is the Lord of the Rings called in Danish?
Ringenes Herre.
Because I was just wondering if it like literally translates to the Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, it does.
Because it does in German as well. Because in German it's the Herr der Ringen. In Dutch, it doesn't.
Oh, what is it?
It's in the Bundel van de Ring. So it's more like. What did we translate it as, Chris? What did
You said like in the bane of the ring or
Yes.
something like that.
Oh,
So it's like a completely different translation for some reason.
And also all the hobbits, only the hobbits have Dutch names.
Yeah, they do.
what?
They translated the names of the hobbits. Like some of for Sam of Frodo, the first names are the same, but for everything else, they translated it to fit a Dutch audience. Only for the hobbits, though. The rest is fine.
Was it like, nah, won't bother. You got the important ones.
I mean, I think it's mostly because the hobbit names are like specifically based on like English names, like more modern English names. Well, everything else can be just construed as like fantasy. So that's, untranslatable, but for, the hobbits, they do have to translate it.
Have to.
They have to. Listen, you
must.
cannot have
The
Merry
law.
and Pippin. You have to have Marijn and Pepijn. That's just how it's gonna be.
Wait,
You have to
Gotta
tell us
have
all
them
of their
different.
names now.
Huh?
You have to tell us all of their names now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to look them up because I don't remember. I only remember that they got translated.
when I have Mary in Danish,
Oh. Sorry, I've
It's
just seen in the other picture of the Ferris wheel.
Oh wow.
That,
I
Yeah.
that
went
looks
to
like it
school
was
with
done
a
in
Frodo.
post.
That's fun.
So what
That's
was
some
I mean,
of
there are some fictional characters that you can get away with naming your child after and no one notices. Like apparently there were a lot of Lukes after the Star Wars movies first came out. Frodo's a little more noticeable.
Yeah.
Did he cost 10? Lewis, stop being funny. How dare you?
Frodo's a 25p now. In cheap places, they're 30p in some other places. Jesus.
Yeah. I was just speaking of nicknames. There's a politician here. I can't remember what job he has. He's just an unpleasant person called Dominic Raab. And when he had dealings with the European Union, apparently he had a nickname among the European folk of Dominic Raab. Because Raab is Dutch for turnip. And basically the joke was it's like talking to a turnip. It's like there's just no information going in at all.
That doesn't sound correct. That sounds just what?
Frodo Ballings?
Balance.
Ballings,
Frodo
okay.
boy.
He's a baller.
He's a baller, you know?
I am now picturing Sam speaking Dutch, but with his accent.
Mr. Frodo.
Mr. Frodo, sir. Potatoes.
Potatoes, boil them.
Boil 'em, mash 'em, put them in a stew. My drawing.
Hard
Just
apple.
reverted to 12-year-old Mrs. Self.
Frodo's ball.
Coat the hard apples, Frodo.
Yeah.
I love you, Mr. Frodo, sir. That's in
Gotta
my head.
have aardappelen.
Oh, was it aardappelen?
Depends. I think you have both.
There's
You expect me
apples.
to have consistency about it, Chris?
Hell yeah.
It's apples. The plural of apple is apples. Why would aardappel plural be aardappelen?
I think I think I was gonna say legally, but I know I think officially it's doubles, but I've heard both because I'm from the south,
Okay.
and we have our own rules going on here with the language. Okay,
Oh,
Here we do things a little different.
we do things a little different.
We do things a
We're
little
built
different around here.
different, just like Pola.
Just like Paola. And credibility. We're built different.
This dragon had it
how do
without us.
I was going to say, we've criminally minimal amount of time has been spent saying how good this drawing is.
It's so good. It's so good.
Thank you.
I like that you've made it drippy.
It
Yeah.
has a greasy body.
Oh,
It's
this is
so
what someone who
greasy.
can draw can do. I see.
Gary,
Listen,
does that say Ringo?
what?
What?
It's been a very long time since I've done hiragana. Does that say Ringo?
What?
It does say Ringo. Okay, so Japanese for apple is Ringo.
Oh, a star apple. Those
Or
feet.
Rinko.
How dare.
Dorito.
Doritos. Boil 'em, mash
crack
'em.
Put them in a stew?
Munch 'em, crunch 'em. Eat 'em with the
Expected good.
dew.
You don't expect good from Mrs. Always does good, but we never expect.
Looking at the back leg is just hypnotizing to me.
I got lucky with that one.
It's got
It's
little,
so
got little
good.
pads.
Yes, I love it.
I don't know what I'm doing now.
It's good.
It's
Oh,
in
good.
Greece.
Make Uzi.
Uzi,
You're
Uzi.
doing Uzi.
automatic pistol.
I don't play your Schuster game.
What?
I know what you mean.
There's no guns in Animal Crossing. Yet.
Yet.
You're waiting for the Doom crossover there.
Well, you simply haven't
Oh, yeah.
been digging hard enough.
You simply haven't ticked off Isabella enough.
Have you seriously not planted any bullet trees? Amazing.
Took out the ability to plant star trees.
What? I didn't know there was star trees, and now I'm missing out.
I think it was like a mod or something people had put in at the start. There was something folks did because they realized they could like hack the game a little. And Nintendo, being Nintendo, was like, no, it's not
You
our
cannot
idea.
hack
You can't
fun.
have that. I'm not drawing magma. It's too late at night for magma.
That's
See,
fair.
And to me, that's always, when it comes to modding games, it's one thing to enforce, hey, you can't mod this if it's a game where, like, there's a competitive multiplayer aspect. So, like, making sure that people can't screw around with Splatoon to a certain extent makes some sense.
Yeah.
But it's Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
Well,
Like, yes,
they've
you can
always-
quote unquote play with your friends, but that's so that you can go to each other's islands and show off your island and or mess up their island depending on how you've got your island set up.
And hit them with nets.
Yeah, and hit them with nets.
Very
Important.
important gameplay.
I'm done,
Yeah,
by the way. I'm just going to keep adding slime
Yay!
until someone says other.
They're just gonna get greasier and
Yeah.
greasier.
I like this friend. What are they called? Haggis?
Haggis.
It kind of looks like muggis.
Haggis.
Amogus.
Haggis.
Haggis.
It's mucus.
Yeah. Ugh.
And now that chat isn't working. Twitch has been broken recently. Is it just me?
Recently?
No, it's been broken.
It's been broken. Just in general. Not even recently.
That's fair.
It's Twitch.
This demon judges you because people think they're friendly. 'Cause
Yeah.
you're one of the few sane-looking ones, and they're just like, ugh.
Do I look friendly to you?
I'm still a demon.
I covered myself in slime and everything. Leave me alone.
Washed in
I don't
years.
even like slime. I did that just to keep people away.
And yet, here we are.
Can hug, ooh woo.
Yeah, that's not going to be a pleasant hug.
No. Waste.
Try to hug you and you just yeet out of the cave.
Oopsie daisy. Wrong
Oop.
button. Alright.
Did you
We
explode
made
things?
demons.
We made demons! Demons happened.
Demons happened.
Demons happened.
Glorious.
Demons think it's slow.
Shall we say hello to
Hi,
them all
Dark.
together? Hi, Dark!
Look at this demon.
Drew the demon.
We all made demons.
Starts slowly. Oh, there we go. Oh.
Ah!
Oh my gosh, the face.
Lewis, you have to turn.
Yeah!
You.
There he is.
Good
Our
boy.
boy.
There's credibility.
Thank you.
Credibility.
Thank
How
you for
did this
turning your
happen?
demon on for us.
Ah, look at what we ended up with.
Look at what we did. We made this.
We made this. We did this.
And proud.
So proud.
Oh boy.
This is the layer of which you go through this layer of hell. Circle of hell. These are you meet the demons in order.
Is anyone else mesmerized by this happening?
Oh, yeah.
They're conjoined.
Or like the back end of credibility is just like grabbing onto, or is it licking with the tongue? I don't know.
Now the tongue is somewhere else.
Okay, yeah.
Slime.
The other side's sniffing the sunflower.
Listen, in my brain, they're cousins.
He's not pleased about it, grr.
That's where the maggot came from. Sniffed that sunflower, got maggot up his nose.
Oh no!
So you're all drawn the exact same spot. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Well,
Listen,
that's the canvas.
we can move them a little bit so you can look, but
No,
you know,
leave.
that's not how it works.
We need to accurately recreate the afterlife.
Right. Tried to throw my iPad on the.
So I advise not doing that.
No,
Generally.
no.
It cost me 1,000.
I also
bucks on
advise
Bit.
not doing that.
Yeah. Well, we did this.
We did it.
We
did this.
Unless some lawyers are listening, in which case we plead the fifth.
We did this,
Um,
and Lewis did that.
No.
Lewis did this.
And Lewis got credibility.
There is
Yay.
no pride in any of this.
Take pride in your credibility, Lewis.
Oh,
Be
pride.
proud.
A pride is the collective name for demons.
No.
This is the
Pride
sin
of
of
demons.
pride.
The sin of pride, everybody. Cool. And with that, we shall end. Because that's how streams work. Thank you everybody for being here. This was a good time.
Hey.
We'll be back on Tuesday with a game played with friends. Because it's Operation Tango. That's the one. I keep wanting to say Agent Orange.
Operation Tango.
Operation Tango. It still says Overland. Don't worry about that. Also, we've got to work out who's playing and how
Yes.
and where and stuff. 'cause-
Oh, we're playing Operation Tango? I didn't,
Yeah.
I've not been keeping up to date. I fucking love that.
I keep meaning to mention it in chat, but
Yeah, talk to us, Chris.
I'm sorry.
I gotta go.
Do you
buy
want me to do everything?
No. Chib runs the stream now, in case you didn't know.
Anyway, we're gonna end the stream here today.
If Chib runs it, why is Chib not getting wages?
I don't know. I don't know why I keep doing this for free.
It was never a paid job. Did I always have ish at the end of 9 p.m. on my schedule? Yes. we never end on 9 p.m. exactly.
We haven't been ending on 9 p.m. in years, honestly.
No.
Lewis, you better come back. No.
Yeah, Bear's smitten with your comedy stylings. Yeah. Anyway, this is the end of the stream. Thank you everybody for being here. We're going to play a game on Tuesday with friends. I don't know who yet, but we'll work it out. Bye.
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 Bye.